using any other books like man's historical writings.
There's and all that.
Yeah, you're going by what the scriptures say. So your foundation is the word of God. It's not historical documentation.
Right. It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't look at history. Like, we are supposed to look at history and educate ourselves all the way around. But it's just that if it's not in accordance to what God gave us, then you just know that that's not biblical. That's it. Like that's bottom line.
Like a lot of people. Oh, I'm sorry. A lot of people don't know. Like a lot of the forefathers, like Spurgeon and which I like. I like Spurgeon a lot. A lot of those forefathers, they were Calvinists in the beginning.
A lot of Spurgeon said the beard is God given, and every man should have a beard.
And what they used to call him, the Prince of Preaching.
Oh yeah. He did some other stuff that I.
What is going on?
Spurgeon's called the Prince of Sermons, not the Prince of Preaching.
I was waiting on the stopping point, and I was like,
no, you're fine like that because all I got to do is mute it. No, you're good. Hey, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
clear.
All right. What about YouTube? There's only a couple of people on YouTube, I think. Let's see. I know Brenda said hi. What's up? Brenda, can you hear me? Do what?
Fancy lights.
Fancy? Well, no. I guess.
Yeah, I can hear you on there.
You are fancy.
Huh?
I said I can hear you on YouTube.
Nah, Hulk. Hulk was saying something. I didn't hear what he said.
Probably a
Who cares what Hulk says? How about that? How about that? Hey, Dre.
No. Oh, no.
Hey, Dre.
Yeah.
Hey, so the Eagles, who do the Eagles play again?
The Commanders.
Who's going to win?
Oh, man, now that's a hard one.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better be careful on which one you pick.
That one I don't know.
Man. All right, so I'm going to be straight up. I hope both of them lose that game.
Well, they're going to lose to the Chiefs at the end. That's for sure.
Hey, the Bills have a chance, bro. They have a chance.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They have a chance. They have a chance. Listen, man. Listen.
If Commanders win, bro, they got a chance. Sorry.
Here's the thing. The Ravens, they played horrible, and they still should have won that game, bro. At home with the Bills. And you're telling me that these Bills are going to go to Arrowhead Stadium?
Bro, the Bills are a good team, bro. The Bills are a good team. Yeah, they are.
Listen. The Ravens should have lost that game by a lot. They played. Listen, Andrews was the MVP for the Bills. He dropped the ball that would have kept the game going, which would have prevented that sack fumble that Lamar had. If he would have caught that first down, that play would never even happen. And then he fumbles the ball in the middle of the field and gives the ball back, so that's 2. And then he drops the game-tying 2-point conversion in his breadbasket. This guy literally cost the Ravens the game, bro. Literally. It was his fault. All of it. I blame him.
The Bills were a better team, bro. That's what happened, bro.
No, they were not, bro.
Bro, they won. What do you mean they're not a better team? They won, bro.
No, bro, listen.
Hold on. I'll be back.
Come on, dog. Like, we got to be honest here. Like, no trolling. The Ravens are the better team. Statistically, they've always been the better team. They should have won that game. At the very least, that game should have went to overtime. At the very least, even with all the mistakes, Hulk, even with all the mistakes at home, at the Bills, while it's snowing,
I agree with you. I do agree with you. But I will tell you this. If Commanders win this next game, brother, they are hungry and they ain't been there in a long, long time. They'll have their hands full, I promise you.
Listen, I like the. I'll be honest with you.
I called him a dark horse a long time ago.
Listen, I desire for the Washington Redskins to win this week, and I would love for them to win the whole thing. To be honest with you, at this point, out of all the teams there, that's the team I would like for them to win it all.
Me too, brother. Me too.
But Saquon Barkley is a different animal right now.
He is. But Daniels is a different animal too. And you know what?
I love Daniels. I love Jaden Daniels. I think he's different. I do think he's different.
They're just more hungry. They're just more hungry.
Yeah, I just hey, listen, man. As long as the Chiefs, I would rather the Chiefs and the Bills. Neither one of them win it for sure. But I don't think. What do you think, Ryan? Be honest. Do you think the Bills are really going to go to Arrowhead this time of year and put a whooping on the Kansas City Chiefs after barely winning after a game that they should have lost at home?
Well, I'm gonna say if they're not having to play against both entities, they should handle them pretty easily, in my opinion.
You really think that, bro?
I do. I think they win by 10.
Nah, dog.
Kansas City's not, dude. Kansas City is the. They're just. I understand everybody. Their record is their record. I get it. Whatever. But man, if you look at some of the games that were, like a missed kick or a block kick or some of the craziest calls I've seen, dude, they're not as good as what the record shows. I don't know. Buffalo wins they actually handle their games really well. They control the game all game long. In pretty much all the games they've played this year, they were in control. Kansas City, there was a lot of things that had to happen. Again, like fluke things to get them to where they were. I really think Buffalo.
But Ryan, you do realize, like last night, the Bills got out of there by the skin of their teeth, literally, at their own home.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that, but I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, in my opinion, the best two teams in the AFC played last night.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't disagree with you on that. I just don't think, knowing Arrowhead, playoff Arrowhead, knowing the experience that Patrick Mahomes has, they still have Travis Kelce, they still have Pacheco, they still have a great defense overall. And
I want to see Taylor Swift cry.
I don't see the Bills going into Arrowhead and saying, hey, the only team that went into Arrowhead and really gave them boys some work was the Ravens, even though they lost by like a missed kick or some, like one of them things that you were talking about, that Ravens really should have won that game. I only saw the Ravens being able to go in there and handle business. I don't see the Bills doing that. And
yeah, but the Ravens got beat by the Chiefs first game, bro.
Yeah, barely. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so they would have lost again. I don't understand the argument.
Oh, shut up. That's so stupid.
Yeah, here's what I
think the Bills.
Here's what I want.
The Skins get in. It's gonna be on, bro. I promise.
Bills are gonna wreck them.
What I want is I want a Bills Redskins Super Bowl. What's most likely going to happen? What's most likely going to happen is it's going to be Kansas City and the Eagles. That's just,
I agree. I agree with Ned. However, I would love to see the Redskins. Out of all the teams that's left, the only team I want to see win the Super Bowl is the Redskins. That's it. That's the only team.
Why the Redskins?
The Bills have never won one. I want the Bills to win one. But I think Bills Redskins would be an absolute explosion of offense, and I think it would be the most entertaining matchup you could see. Would be those teams together.
The Redskins, I want the Redskins to trot because I think Jaden Daniels is a stud, bro. For him to be a rookie and to be playing lights
okay,
out
so you're
like
going for a person.
33 years, not even in the playoffs.
No, I know, but if he was on the Eagles, you'd want the Eagles to win?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. I don't care. I don't want either the Redskins or the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl, but one of them's going.
I only want the Redskins to win if they change their name back to the Redskins.
Exactly.
I don't care. They're the Redskins. I don't care what anybody says.
After inauguration day today, that might happen. Who knows?
For real. Hey, what time is that inauguration?
Did you see that old boy already banned the term transgender? He already said he's banning that. Like,
who's he?
Genders, male and female. 45.
Oh.
Oh,
he said he's banning the phrase?
Like that whole thing, he said there's only going to be 2 genders in America, male and female. Everything else is garbage.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Amen.
It's crazy.
The cojones on that guy. I love it.
It's crazy, man.
I mean,
see, that's the reason they didn't want him. But see, that's the reason they didn't want him to be in there his second term, because he can't run again anyway. So it's going down. It's going down, bro. Oh yeah. Don't be surprised if you see Nancy Pelosi in jail.
Hey, Daddy Trump got TikTok back in a matter of hours.
Yeah, because he called China and he said, listen. He said, listen, China. He said, listen, China. Well, he knows how to make deals, man. So he called probably 3 or 4 people.
Do it, man. Jordan, do it, Jordan.
Do what, Jordan?
Not for the inauguration right now. You can watch it live.
And there's not a single thing that I'm not doing, all right? There's not a single thing that I'm not doing, okay?
Yeah, what's he telling you to do, though?
Trump voice.
Oh, Trump voice.
So what is TikTok like 50% American now, or is it still China's, or what?
Yeah, no, it's pretty much getting into the mutt zone. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not
I don't
flu.
think anything has happened officially yet, but I just think Trump was like, "Yo, go ahead and let it run." Joe Biden. It's funny because Joe Biden tried to take credit for TikTok coming back, and the whole time the news and their outlets and their whole team is saying that all they did was punt it to the next administration to let them deal with it.
Yeah.
And then Trump was just like, "Let it run. I'll take care of it when I get in there." China, you already know what it is. You give us a little tariff money, and we're gonna be straight. You're gonna pay us because you're getting paid off of us. And China, and you know the funny thing is TikTok shut down, and they shut down basically worldwide. It's like if America's not on TikTok, it's not even worth.
Wow, it's so true though.
Yeah, so Canada shut down.
So true.
UK shut down. A lot of people, all of them shut down. Like it's like, yo, if America don't have it, might as well just go ahead and get rid of it.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be dumb like Americans and buy all the TikTok shop stuff?
Hey, shut down. You realize back in 2020 when Trump made it an issue, the company called Oracle, which is in Texas, they're like a storage company, and so what they did is they brought a lot of our storage back to the United States. So when Trump saw that, he was like, oh, well, never mind, I'm not going to go through with banning TikTok. But supposedly when Biden got in office, he signed it to ban it. So a lot of people are like, oh, Trump, you took it away just to give it back so you could be a hero and you could be narcissistic. But in reality, if you look at the whole thing, like he had no reason to take it away because our storage was here in the United States. And now everyone's like mad and you know, they're always putting everything he does under a microscope. And it's like, man, if you hate a person that much, he lives rent free in your head that much. You guys worship your emotions, man. It's sad.
Jordan, one of my family members said that. Like, oh, he took it away just to give it back. He's playing games. I'm like, oh my God, he was just going.
They believe anything the media says, man.
Metal went up like 150% when TikTok went down. Mark Zuckerberg, he probably sold stock.
Hey, is Saba in here? I wonder if she has a list of topics for Friday because I haven't heard from Saba.
I don't know. Y'all know Mark Zuckerberg is freaking like going to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu matches?
Yeah.
Like, if you've seen him, bro, if you haven't seen him lately, go look at. He looks complete. He looks like a jock now. He doesn't look like this skinny, like no good for nothing nerd. Like, no, he looks like he will choke your butt out. Like, Mark Zuckerberg did an overhaul, boy, huh?
So he went to Fight Club. He got bored with his desk job and started going to Fight Club.
Nah, what he started doing, I'm gonna tell you what he started doing. He started realizing, wait a second, there is something up with this other side of the world, and he's getting him some, bro. Yeah, he's even going hunting. Oh yeah, he's becoming a man finally. Everybody thought he was a man because he was a millionaire. He ain't been a man. He's becoming a man now. He getting his butt choked out, everything.
Hey, I put Christian in Discord timeout yesterday.
Why? What'd he do? What'd he do?
I saw a red flag by his name.
Hey, he was slandering Lamar Jackson, bro. No Lamar Jackson slander will come this way. You can say that they got beat, but you ain't gonna act like the man didn't ball out, bro. Lamar Jackson balled out. That's not his fault that they lost that game. So I had to put him in timeout. I was like, get out of here. And he misappropriated the city. He said, "Oh, what's up with Miami? We're not from Miami. Lamar's not from Miami, sir." Again, you're just.
I think he might be saying you're from. I think he might be saying you're from Miami. So what's up with your Dolphins?
I'm not from Miami either.
It's still a Florida team. It's still a Florida team, bro. Stop.
No, it's not. It's like saying Austin is Dallas.
No, it's from Texas. Austin is from Texas, bro. Austin is in Texas.
Yeah, well, you're a Cowboys fan, not a Houston Texans.
It don't matter. It'd be like if I'm saying I'm from Texas and Dallas didn't have a team, then somebody would say, "What's up with your Houston boys down there?" Same thing from the state.
We do have a team, and Lamar doesn't even play for a Florida team. So I'm not repping Lamar because he plays for a Florida team. I'm repping Lamar because he's from my neighborhood, bro. That's the only reason. By the way, I literally seen Lamar play in high school. That dude was nice, bro. Even as a kid, Pee Wee football, he's always been a force.
Oh my God, I can imagine him in high school. He's probably killing it.
He's nasty, bro. He's nasty. He went to one of the combines in high school, like one of the All-Star games, and he pulled up. He's a real quiet guy. Like he's not a very flamboyant guy. I know he looks kind of flamboyant, but he's not. He's very quiet, very subtle to himself. He went out there, bro, without warming up and launched a 100-yard pass, bro. Football from goalpost to goalpost.
He's got some in the NFL. I give him that. I do believe he's got some in the NFL.
Yeah, that boy can. Hey, that boy can throw, bro.
Did you see that 60-yard pass?
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you. Hold on. Let me say this. Hold on, I was about to bring that up, bro. He throws this 60 yards, whatever it was. Do you not see how fast it came out of his? Yeah. Bro, that football was gone, bro. So I was like, yeah. Oh, that boy can throw the ball, bro. And he can run? Yeah. Oh my God. Right. Nah, he's a force to be reckoned with, bro. He's scary. Like I always said it, to me he's like Vic, bro, but just a little more studlier. But he's like Vic all over again.
He's a better passer. And a better quarterback in general, like IQ wise, he's better than Mike Vick. But
he does everything. He does everything better. He runs the ball better than Mike Vick. He does everything better.
I don't think he runs better than Mike though.
Well, okay, all right. Let me say this. In my opinion, watch this. How much more does he weigh than Michael Vick?
I don't think much, bro.
To me, he looks like bro. He looks like he weighs 10 or 20 pounds more, bro.
He's taller, bro.
Is that what it is? Okay, well, look, how about this? Yeah. Mike Vick may have ran the ball more, okay, but when this guy gets going, he's a big dude. He's harder to take down, bro. That's what I noticed. That's what I noticed. Like, it ain't easy to take that dude down. He can throw that ball, though. I ain't gonna lie. That boy can throw that ball. He really can.
Mike Vick was just faster, bro. You got to remember, Mike Vick was untouchable. Like, they didn't even get a chance to grab him to begin with.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not talking about like the who's got the better like fullback ability.
Mike Vick was running.
Huh?
You remember that play? Mike was running to the left. He scrambled left. He ran full speed, and it was like the cornerback and the safety were about to pummel him, bro. That dude literally stopped on a dime, and both of them just collided and went around.
I remember that.
I was like, yo, this dude.
No, Mike Vick was bad, man. No, he was bad, but this dude just seems heavier. Like what's the Henry? Is it Henry, the running back, the big heavy running back?
Yeah, Henry.
Bro, to me, Mike Vick, not Mike Vick, but what's his name?
Josh Allen is a better runner. Are you sick in your head, bro? Somebody drop Christian, bro. This guy, I don't know.
Hold on. Which one's Josh Allen?
The quarterback for the Bills.
Oh yeah, Allen. He's a better runner than who?
He's trying to say he's better than Mike Vick and Lamar Jackson. You're insane, bro.
He's better than Mike Vick?
He's stronger. He is stronger, but he's not better.
He might be stronger, yeah. I give him stronger.
He's not better than either of them.
He's definitely stronger. He'll definitely run through the hole and fumble, but he's not a better runner in general.
Mike Vick was fast as Tariq Hill, bro. Come on now.
Mike Vick was running a 4.1, 4.2, 40, bro. Like, get out of here. He's
fastest man on the field.
Man, just look up some stats because I don't know much about the Bill quarterback. Just look up some stats on who they'll let you know who ran more, who got more yardage.
Well, again, Lamar and Josh Allen, they're two different styles of running right there. Lamar is very finesse, fast, quick, everything, but Josh Allen's got the power. Like, if you need 3 yards, he'll punch it through. I mean, they're just two different.
Oh, maybe so, but only one of them got more yards than the other. So I want to know what that is. So.
Hey, bro, these two boys are literally the same. Hey, Lamar Jackson, I just looked at the stats. Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick are literally both on weight 216 and 215 pounds, both of them, and they both run a 4.3 in the 4.
What's the? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. You said Vick and who?
Lamar.
All right, what's their height? How tall are they?
Lamar is 2 inches taller.
Okay, maybe that's it. He just looks bigger to me, bro. I don't know why. He looks bigger than Vic.
Yeah, he's 2 inches taller than Vic.
All right.
He's 2 inches taller than Vic.
Jay Daniels is the best. LSU over everyone.
Why are we going to college right now? Why are we talking about college?
Because that's all he got.
Yeah, because y'all capping.
You brought up college because we capping. So you moved the goalpost because you're losing the battle. Come on, bro. You're better than that. Stop.
It's losing the battle. I haven't even started.
Yeah, you just opened your mouth. You've been started 30 seconds ago. What are you talking about?
And then you wrote in the chat that Josh Allen is a better runner than Lamar Jackson. You have officially lost.
I'll take him over Lamar any day.
All right, who's got more yards? Look it up. The stats are there. Who's got more running yards?
Bro, that's Lamar, bro. Lamar's just literally double. Lamar has more rushing yards. He's number one.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear what the number is. What's the number? How many? What are this quarterback's got what, and this quarterback's got what? That's what I want to hear. The stats are there. They're not hard to find. What's the answer here?
I only have one device right now.
All right. Well, somebody look it up. And then you're going to get fact check, whoever you are. So bring it up. We're going to double, triple check. And then we're going to see who's got more yards. So I could care less who can jump higher, who can do ballet moves while they're running. That don't mean crap. Who's got more yards? Period.
I'm at 531 now I'm doing Lamar.
Hold on a second. I don't even know what you just said. Are you eating?
Josh Allen can actually throw the ball. That's the difference.
Josh Allen had 531 yards down to Lamar.
All right, so y'all remember that. Josh Allen he's got 531 rushing yards.
Yeah. Lamar has more, like 100.
What kind? Don't interrupt us again.
You know what's funny? This boy said that Josh Allen could throw the ball better. Lamar had 40+ touchdowns, but only 5 interceptions. Never been done in the history of the NFL.
All right, Hulk, give us the stats. Hulk, give us the stats, Hulk.
915 Lamar, 541 Josh Allen.
Okay, so Lamar's got almost double the rushing yards. So Christian, what the heck are you? Christian, what the heck are you talking about, bro? Why are you saying that this one dude's a better runner and the other guy you're saying he's better than? That dude's got to almost double his yardage.
But Josh Allen did have 2 touchdowns last night, so he is like a stronger quarterback. But Lamar.
No. I'm talking about rushing yards because Christian said that Allen was a better runner. If he was, he would have more rushing yards. He's not a better runner. Period. No, he's not. No. Now, if we want to change the topic to he throws the ball better or he has more yards in passing, is that what we're saying now?
Lamar had 3,600 yards passing this year. Passing. Lamar did. Okay, now I'm doing Allen.
All right. Because stats don't lie. Now, if, let's say, one of them quarterbacks had the worst everything and they got more Super Bowl rings, then you can just say they're an overall better quarterback. Talking overall, Christian, when you have this kind of conversation, you have to start off by talking about overall. You said he's a better runner. No, he's not. So now, let's see who's got more yards, passing yards. Because I don't know which one's better. I have no idea.
Lamar had 4,600 passing yards, and old boy had 1,000 yards less, 3,700, something like that.
Bro, so this guy's doubled. He doubled his.
Superior, bro.
So he doubled it. He doubled. Listen. So Lamar's doubled in rushing yards, and he's got 1,000 yards more.
954 to be exact.
Bro, like so far, you're talking overall. Looks like Lamar overall is better, bro.
Look at the interceptions. Oh boy, only have 4 interceptions all season long. All season long with 4,000 yards and 40+ touchdowns. 4 interceptions. Come on, man.
What about the other guy? How many interceptions he got?
I don't know. He gave the ball away once a game.
Well, now look it up.
Allen had 12 rushing touchdowns, 28 pass touchdowns. Now I'm doing Lamar.
No, I want to know how many interceptions Bill's quarterback has. How many interceptions? Because Lamar got 4.
He has 6.
Okay, so he's through 2 more interceptions. I mean, overall so far, that's 3.
45 touchdowns, Lamar. 45 touchdowns, Lamar. So it's like really night and day, to be honest with you, if you think about it.
Christian must be talking about somebody else.
Bro, Lamar Jackson's QBR rating for the season is number 1 overall. Come on, dog. Get off the gas, bro. Just say you hate Lamar. That's it.
I don't think. Hold on. Is Christian a Bills fan? Is that what's going on here?
No, he just keeps moving the goalposts.
Yeah, Christian, you are moving the goalposts a lot, Christian.
No, he's like, I said overall, yeah.
And then he's like, no, I said LSU. I'm talking about LSU, guys.
Yeah, the college days. Josh Allen's college stats.
Yes, bro. Go back to his college stats. Listen, I know his parents. I watched him play high school. Go watch his high school games.
0.
What? What'd you say?
Yeah, 0 interceptions, Josh Allen. 0.
All right. It's enough wasting time on that. Okay, Christian, you have been debunked. Let me try that again. There we go.
Lamar had 4 interceptions.
Listen to this.
Don't start with that.
Yeah. It's like I missed a bunch of convo. He's like, I missed it. Then why are you throwing in what you believe if you don't know what you're one of those people that come up and they're like, hey man, what are y'all talking about? And I'm like, how long have you been here? I just popped up. So you have no idea what we're talking about? No, but let me tell you, I think that longer fingernails are better than short fingernails. Like, okay, what? All right. I'm not sure why we're talking about fingernails. Yeah, the other day I was wearing sandals, and I realized that if you're wearing sandals like around, mesquite trees, it's not a good idea. So like, you need to put on boots. Yeah, we're not talking about that, but okay. Yeah, we'll try to put boots on around mesquite trees. That's a known thing, but Maybe you learned the hard way. We all have to at times. It is what it is.
I think you should wear boxer briefs when you do exercise instead of regular boxers.
Yeah,
because it's just a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, they're just And then the other day I was on the treadmill thingy, and I was so tired, and like I was trying to slow it down, but I actually hit like this thing, and it made it like incline. I didn't even know they existed. It was inclining like this, like it was just. I don't know. For some reason, I thought I was about to pass out.
I think Christian don't even know what a jock strap is.
Hey, Christian's at work, right? So he can hear us, and he's like, "You just wait. You just wait till I come off this."
Stan's about to come on here and bring us a new one.
Huh?
Christina, where you at, Christina?
Do what now?
His girl, man, the girl.
Oh, the Christina girl, Christina Simpson.
Yeah, Christina.
She's gonna come up here. You better leave, Chris. I'll tell you, Christian is grinding his teeth, bro. He's like, oh, I can't say nothing. He's probably, you know what? He might be in a meeting. He's in a meeting, bro, like a Zoom. That's why he can't unmute. The whole time he's like this. Yes, sir. Sir, actually, through the statistical manifold, what I was noticing is that the paramalic of the tabalical, what? What'd you say?
He's gonna show up in Texas, bro.
He goes, he can't show up. Don't come to my house. You're gonna get turned around. I'm gonna have guards at the gate.
You have 2 cherubim guards.
I'm gonna have 2 cherubims right there. You can't come. Last call is done, unless it's breezy. Then we'll
probably in there messing up his meeting too.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah. So the statistics say that Josh Allen, Encore is supposed to be coming through, but Lamar Jackson, not Lamar Jackson. I don't know what's going on with me today, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just a bit flustered.
Hey, guys, we are talking about number 1 and 2 quarterback in the NFL. Facts. That is really facts. So.
Yeah, that's a fact. And I think I agree, Colt. Well, the number 1 and number 2 quarterbacks, but statistically speaking, the number 1 quarterback is Lamar. QB-wise,
even Mick. Bro. Yeah, even Mick said. Okay, so Allen is second, but he still ain't first though, and that's what Christian was saying.
I ain't first. He ain't first.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you this,
the MVP.
In the playoffs,
I think Lamar definitely deserves the MVP again.
Yeah.
So. He should get it again. It should be back to back. Lamar. Even that game he put together, bro, through all the mistakes that they made, bro, for him to keep that team in there. Come on, bro. I'm just so disappointed in that daggone tight end, bro. Oh my!
Andrew's gonna drop passes, bro. Andrew don't ever drop a pass,
bro. I stopped watching the game, Hulk. I kid you not. I stopped watching the game.
Guys, y'all are making it sound like the Bills don't have a good team. This is crazy.
Nah, I picked Bills to win it all, so I didn't say that.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, well, look, bro. Look, I think. Listen.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. Listen, the Bills are at home in a freezing cold game. They have home field advantage. They even get the toss, the flip, everything. And these boys ended up turning the ball over 3 times in such a big game, and they still almost lost. Kansas City is not gonna listen. Kelsey's not gonna drop the ball. He's not going to drop that ball, bro. Kelsey would have caught that ball. It would have been done deal. Game over. They would have got smoked, bro.
I'm with you 100%, but I think that the Bills got all those points themselves. Like nobody gave them those points, bro. Like
no, I agree with you.
I'm just saying. Okay, so I think both teams are good. Look,
but hold on. Listen. Those were turnover mistakes.
One.
In the second half, how many points? Listen, no, they had several turnovers.
Listen, no, but hold on. I only got 2 turnovers in my head, and I think they only capitalized on 1, bro. Somebody correct me.
Okay, you might be right, but here's my point though. How many points did the Bills score in the second half after the Ravens made an adjustment?
Not a lot.
They went into the half at 21, and they ended up winning. They ended up winning what, 27, 28?
They got a touchdown.
28, yeah. They got 1 touchdown in the second half. So they scored 21 in the first half. The Ravens make an adjustment. They get the jitters out. They come back and start smoking these boys. And they should have won that game if it wasn't for these dumb.
Okay, all right, hold on. But how many points did the Ravens get the first quarter?
10.
Okay, so they doubled their points, right? So that means they got. I know, but they got 10 the first. They got 10 the second.
Listen, my point is that the Bills had to play a perfect game, literally, to win a mistaken-ridden Ravens team. Kansas City will not make these mistakes. As much as I can't stand them boys, they're not going to make these mistakes, bro.
I'm just saying. I see what y'all are both saying, bro. But the Bills, I know what you're saying, but you're saying if it was a pretty sunny day, it might have been different, maybe. I guess. I don't know.
Now Christian's going to overall stats.
Oh, he done changed his mind. You know what?
In the playoffs, I would take Allen in the playoffs. Lamar is known for choking. That's just
he done changed his mind more than an Islamic believer in a Catholic church.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we them boys. We them boys. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, the Cowboys, they done spoke to 3 or 4 people now to be coach, bro. So, man, we might not get Dion after all. I don't know.
Listen, if you want to talk about overall, Christian, tell me how many Heisman trophies Josh Allen has in college. Because you want to bring up college. How many Heismans did he get? 0, sir. He got 0 votes at the very end. 0 votes for the Heisman. Who did win the Heisman Trophy? Uh-oh. Lamar Jackson did win a Heisman. Uh-oh. I know what it is about Christian. He's one of them old school guys. He probably believes black quarterbacks are dumber than white quarterbacks. That's what it is.
No, it's not.
What it is.
Shut up, bro. Hey, Christian, hold on a second. Christian, don't let him pull you into that crap. Christian, hold on a second. Christian, hold on a second. Christian, don't make the mistake and start defending yourself with that. Don't do that. Don't even respond to that, Dre. Stop that, bro. Stop that. He's pulling you in.
Bro, listen. Everything he's saying is wrong.
Hold on a second. Do you know one thing he's not wrong about? The quarterback that he likes is second in the NFL, bro.
Yeah.
He's a good quarterback.
Take him in the playoffs.
So,
no doubt.
I will say this. If that quarterback that he liked was like 4th, then yeah, we got a problem. But the guy that he likes, he's second under Lamar. I'm just saying. All right, hold on. Somebody find this. We looked at Lamar's stats for passing yards, rushing yards, okay? I want to know who's the third quarterback. I want to know what they're passing. I want to know how much did the Bills quarterback beat this now? Are they pretty much tied for second? Because now we got another issue. I want to know how close this guy, the third place guy, I want to know how close he is to Allen. I mean that's Allen, right? The Bills quarterback, Allen. So let's.
Joe Burrow is tied.
I can't hear you.
Joe Burrow and Mahomes is tied. Joe Burrow and Mahomes are tied with Allen.
They're tied with them? Okay, so go to Mahomes. Hey, go to Mahomes, and I want to know what his passing yard is and what his rushing yards are.
$4,183 passing yards.
And then Allen's got what? Hold on. You're going too fast, bro. Allen has how many passing?
Allen had less. Yeah, less. It was 3,700.
Okay, so Mahomes has. Hold on a second. Hold on. So Mahomes has more passing yards than Allen?
A lot of them do. Lamar doesn't have the most passing yards in the whole. Nah. I got the stats right here. Look, I'll put them up. Give me a second. Let me see if it'll come up on the screen. Give me a second.
I just got a bunch of touchdowns, bro. No interceptions. Zero interceptions. So yeah.
Okay, hold on, Dre. Let me. You're gonna have to talk, bro. That's too small.
2024. So Joe Burrow has 4,918.
Hey, do you got hold on? Do you got a pen? I need you to get a pen and touch who you're talking about, bro. Or zoom in or something, bro. That's way too small.
I can't. He's on all the stats won't fit. So that's Joe Burrow has Joe. What's that, Hulk?
See, he's on top with Joe Burrow. I see him.
Yeah, so Joe Burrow has 4,918. Jared Goff 4,629. Baker Mayfield has 4,500.
All right, yeah, Dre, move your finger, bro. Your big old Nephilim hands covering everything. Get a pencil.
Well, you just told me to point. I can't.
Yeah, with the style. Hey, where's your freaking stupid Jewish finger thing at? Go get that thing,
bro. I would have. This is a green screen, bro. Oh my goodness.
I know it's a green screen. What the heck's I got to do? Go get your stupid little Jewish finger, the little thing.
Finger won't show up on that, bro. It has to be an actual hand. It has to be an actual person. The plastic won't show up. If I use plastic, it's not going to show up. See?
Oh.
No.
All right, my bad. All right, well, move your finger. Just say the name. Right, no, it's too.
Look.
All right.
Look right there. See, that's Baker Mayfield on top of my finger.
Yeah.
Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy, Kyler Murray, Bo Nix, Matthew Stafford, then Josh Allen.
Yeah. Bro, Joe Burrow, almost 5,000, bro. Yeah.
Joe Burrow be balling, bro.
Wow. Look at golf. Look at golf. Jay don't like golf. Look at golf. 46.
No, golf is
how many interceptions does it have, though?
Dang.
How many interceptions does it have? Probably 15.
Hold on, let me look at the interceptions. Give me a second.
Talking all that trash about golf in second place and passing yards. Yo.
Hey, but
golf pulled the Dak Prescott through 3 picks.
Lamar only had 4 interceptions all seasons.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. 4 the entire season. Dak Prescott got 4 in one game. You hear me? Dak Prescott got 4 in one game, and he most paid broke the record, bro. He should be in the record-breaking books of worst record-breaking record ever broken. That's what he needs to be in there.
Bro, he got that contract and that fiance, and he's like, I'm done.
He's like, check, bye-bye. Deuces. As soon as he signed that contract, he's like, nope, bye. They need to send him to Iraq for 2 years. He come back humble. Oh, what they need to do. Man, where's Benny at? Excuse me. Man, why is everybody?
Real telltale. Hey, listen, I got the real telltale sign now. Watch this.
All right.
This is the wrong one. Hold on, let me go back to the other green.
Oh.
This is gonna. Oh my goodness, where'd it go? This is it right here. Look at this, bro. That's the big one. This is the big one, bro. Look, nine interceptions by Joe Burrow, 12 interceptions by Goff.
Yeah.
16 by Baker Mayfield.
Wow.
15 by Geno Smith. 12 by Sam Darnold. 4. Lamar Jackson, the GOAT.
Wow.
Christian, eat your heart out.
Wow.
4. Patrick Mahomes, 11.
Yeah, 11. Hold on a second. Time out, bro. Hold on a second. 11.
Yes.
11, bro. Hold on a second. Time out. Hold on. This guy, hold on a second, bro. This guy's about to be in the Super Bowl again, and he pretty much has the most interceptions. How are they winning, bro? It's the defense. I'm telling you. It's the defense.
Zebras cough.
The zebras, and also I will say Patrick Mahomes, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, bro, somehow this guy always comes through, bro. Did you see that pass he threw in the last game where he was falling over, he threw a sidearm and still made like
you got to give him credit for that. You got to give him credit for that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say, bro, you can't tell me that someone is like a few feet from hitting the ground and he's looking, bro, he's like a freaking computer lathe system that no matter what his body's doing, that ball's going to go where he wants it to go. You got to give him credit.
He had a professional contract with the MLB, bro. He could have went either way.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a pitcher. So he has his arm. I think. Hold. Give me just a second. I think he has the best, like, versatile arm in all the league. The way he can throw the ball.
Okay, all right. Well, now, hold on. Now that you say that, that makes sense. So he's a ball player. He plays baseball.
Yeah. He's a baller, bro. Like,
bro,
he can throw that ball.
So his arm has got more training than anybody then. Because he's not just playing football, he's playing baseball. So that arm is woo.
Yeah, to throw certain pitches, you gotta like sidearm some of them you gotta manipulate.
Yeah, so he already has training there. Yeah.
His daddy was a professional baseball player.
Who's his dad?
Like, some Mahomes guy. Another
I don't know. Last name Mahomes.
So look, we're here. Let me see. Patrick Mahomes 11, Aaron Rodgers 11. Justin Herbert did really good, bro. He only had 3, which is good. Obviously, he doesn't have as many yards and passings as Lamar did, but that's still excellent, bro. Purdy, that's the Hawks boy had 12.
Purdy out of there.
Tyler had 11. Bo Nix had 12.
Hey, hold on. Go find Dak. Hey, scroll down about 10 pages. Go find Dak real quick.
That's got 50.
My thing ain't long. It ain't big enough. Hold on. I have to go find him at the bottom of the list. Give me a second.
That's what I said. Go to 10 pages down.
He has to go down to Sheol to find.
Yeah, go down. Go to the last page.
Y'all hear me? 0 for the year. 0.
Who got 0?
Josh Allen. 0 interceptions.
Josh Allen got 0 interceptions?
Yep.
Yeah, but how many yards did he throw?
He has 6. That's not true. Josh Allen has 6. He's right here on the list, bro. Look. That's him on the list right there. That's him. That's Josh Allen.
It was 20.
He has 6.
All right, go scroll down about 10 pages.
I got to go to the next page, literally. Give me a second.
Yeah.
3 pages down is that, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Herman, what's going on, man? You quiet? You at work? You just listening or what? He probably don't even know he's up.
Dak Prescott only had 8 interceptions, bro.
Well, that's hard to believe.
It's true.
He's hard.
He's at the bottom of the list though because his passing yards and all that stuff is garbage. But
how many fumbles did he have though?
No, hold on a second. How many? Hulk, what are you asking for?
Fumbles.
Fumbles. Oh yeah, that's a good. How many fumbles he got? Don't tell me how many sacks. 42 probably. 50. 50 sacks up in that mug, dude.
The thing about him is he had 8 interceptions, but he had under 2,000 yards passing. So you got
hold on. Whoa. Who's got under 2,000 yards passing?
Dak Prescott.
God.
So these guys,
bro. There's
all of these guys do for 3,000 plus yards. So if they have 8 interceptions and 3,000 yards, it's a different ball game.
Well, yeah, but you're throwing 1,000 more yards, so.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so every 1,000, bro, basically every 1,000 anywhere between 1 or 2 interceptions, bro. I mean, for every 1,000. No, I'm with Hulk. What's the fumbles for Dak? I want to know.
All right, give me a second. I'm going to look.
I don't want to hear everybody else's. I want to hear his. I feel like it's going to be in the freaking 30s and 40s, bro. Jeez. Why are they not talking about getting rid of Dak? How come, bro? How is that not a topic yet? Obviously, the coach. I knew the coach was fired this year. That was no big news to me. How are we not talking about bye-bye Dak, bro? What's going on here?
Hey, did you see that video I sent you, bro? Jerry Jones talking about Dak and the way the coach fired and everything. You see that video I sent you?
Hold on.
It was hilarious, bro.
Hold on. What was it about, the video?
It was about Jerry Jones saying he would never die. He'd be there forever. And the reason why he fired the coach and Dak Prescott was a PUSSY.
Hold on. The reason he fired the coach, what?
Was ate too many Big Macs and
oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, dude, it was. I sent it to you, bro.
I must have missed it. I must have missed it. Yeah, Kelly, we're gonna hop into the Bible. Wow, we have an opera singer now. Who's singing?
Jay White.
Jay White. Boy, Jay White in the house.
Hey, Dak Prescott only had one fumble, bro. He only had one fumble.
Are you kidding me? One fumble?
One
yeah,
fumble.
It's one, bro. It's one.
Wow. Okay. All right. How many sacks? Dre, how many sacks? Hey, after this, I'm done. 21 sacks?
Yeah.
That's it? Bro.
21, bro.
Bro, some games he gets 5 in one game, bro. What?
Bro, I'm telling you, Dak Prescott's numbers are actually
how many games did he play?
He did go early.
How many games did he play?
That's another thing. He did stop playing like 3/4 of the way of the season. He did.
All right then, yeah. So, all right. Let me just say this real quick. We'll leave football alone and women, listen, women, take a seat real quick. Okay, tighten your apron. Wipe some of that flour off of your apron. Sit down. Okay, listen. It's football season. This is nothing new. All right. Your husband gets on your nerves. We're gonna get on your nerves. Just leave us alone for a second. We're gonna get there. We're going to talk about some Jesus, okay? This happens every season. You know what's crazy? How do we, I swear to God, let me say this. I'm being dead serious, though, for real, on this one. How is it so far every time we get together is during freaking Super Bowl season, bro?
I don't know, but it's just worked out that way.
Yeah, because I was thinking about the other day. I was like, wait a minute. They're going to be here that weekend again. I was like, how we keep, I don't know. That's weird. It seems like it's happening on purpose.
We were in Oklahoma last year.
Yeah, exactly.
We saw the Packers. The Packers ended up losing that game.
Oh yeah, boy, that was the best day of my life. That was the bee's knees right there. Packer got their butt spanked.
They did not get spanked. Stop lying.
They got freaking demolished. Got demolished, shredded up. Shredded up.
Handle this guy, please.
Now, Jordan, you see that, Jordan? He wants to bring you in here so you can get handled. I handled the both of you. I ain't worried about it.
Hey, listen, you know the funny thing is, Jordan, he was talking so much trash about Jordan Love, and Jared Goff literally came away.
Do what? Hold on, bro. Hold on. You started hiccuping.
Did the same thing.
Hold on, man, bro. I can't hear. Hold on a second. Dre, start over. What?
I said you sitting here pulling on Jared Goff's coattail while defecating on Jordan Love, and Jordan Love literally did way better than this guy. Your boy literally gave.
Hold on. Where's this illusion coming from that Goff is my boy? What are we talking about? I could care less about that guy, huh?
He was like, remember? Hey, you remember Jordan? I was like, yeah, LA got rid of him for a reason. He's like, nuh-uh, look at him. He don't even have to win a Super Bowl to be great. I was like, what are you talking about?
No. Hold on. Now, hold on a second. I really appreciate. I love it. I really love the fact that y'all love to lie about what's happening in the text. Now that we're here and people can hear my voice, let me say exactly what I was saying. Okay. So first off, know the difference between when I'm trolling and when I'm actually saying something. So, number one, you have never heard me sitting here try to praise any quarterback. Ever. Never. So the fact that you're trying to say, oh, you like God. No. I wanted the Lions to win because who they were playing. Who was the Lions playing? Nobody remembers who the Lions were playing?
Rams, bro, Rams.
Oh, right. Yeah. I like the coach, for God's sakes. The coach. That's who I like. The Lions coach. I could care less about any of their players. So when Dre started talking crap about Goff, I was trolling. I could care less about the quarterback. I like the coach. I said from the very beginning that the only reason why I want the Lions to win the Super Bowl is because the coach is crazy. Period. That's what I said. And then I said, the only reason I want Green Bay to win is if they play the Eagles or the Commanders. I want Green Bay to beat the Eagles and the Commanders. and their stupid butts lost, now the Eagles and the Commanders are playing each other. And I want both of them to lose. I don't want either one of them to go to the Super Bowl. I'm straight up hating. They're Dallas Cowboy rivals. So, to be clear, and I don't want KC to win because I'm hating on them too. I'm tired of them winning. So I don't want KC to win. So if the Bills beat KC, then I want the Bills to win the Super Bowl because I don't want the Eagles or the Commanders to win. So I made it very clear that I am going to be domino in effect on what team I'm going for just because I'm hating on another one. It's simple. The Cowboys ain't playing, so the heck with all of y'all. No offense. But that's what's going on. Let's not lose focus on what's going on. That's what's going on.
But to be real, man, the refs ain't going to let the Bills win. There's no way.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it does look that way. I hate to say it, man. It does look that way.
I said Taylor Swift paid the refs off, and she's going to write a song about it, bro. I promise.
Hey, Patrick Mahomes is the golden boy of the league, and they want him to get the very first 3-peat in all NFL history.
Wow.
Whether we like it or not.
Wow. We'll see. We'll see. Let me tell you this. If the Bills are good enough, the refs can't stop them, bro. If they're good enough, the refs can't stop them. Because this whole, if that ref wouldn't have called that one play, bro, if they're making touchdown after touchdown, there ain't nothing the refs can do, bro. So.
It's 12 plays, not one play. 12 plays at least.
No, I'm saying you can't allow yourself to just say, oh man, if this one play, the Bills could, bro, if y'all are that close anyway, then y'all weren't good enough to take that title. Y'all gonna have to come with it. The Bills gonna have to come with it, man. I mean, the Bills. The Bills are going to have to come with it to beat KC.
Hey, did you see the face mask they called on them, bro? KC got 15 yards.
I seen it.
One of the face masks, bro. He had all shoulder pad, bro.
Yeah.
Refs are paid by Taylor Swift.
By Taylor Swift.
I don't know about Taylor Swift, but this is the thing though. This is why I don't think the Bills could beat Kansas City Chiefs is because they literally had to play a perfect game to win at home against the Ravens, who had 3 major big drops, like 2 drops.
Okay, so watch this. Right there, what does that show? That shows that the better team can mess up. So guess what? KC can mess up, bro.
Any given Sunday.
Wait, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so when you say that there ain't no way, there is a way.
The Bills are not going to be perfect in Arrowhead. That's my point.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hey,
listen, they had the quiet stadium, no noise when he was pulling up. You could hear him even whisper the change in place. Hey guys, we're gonna audible. You can literally hear. That's how quiet it was. That's Arrowhead is disgusting, bro. Trying to play there is insane. I can hear Arrowhead from Denver. That's how loud they are.
Yeah. Well, guess what? They're about to hear how loud the Bills get in that field. That's what they about to find out. I'm Bills all the way. Screw Mahomes and his stupid commercials. I'm done with Mahomes.
But I'm tired of him.
All right. All right. Enough of the nonsense. All right. Let me get to what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, Jay White. I was going to say something about Jay White. Man, listen here, man. I'm scrolling through TikTok. I don't remember what day it was. It could have been Wednesday or Thursday. I don't remember. And I'm scrolling through there and I come across a live, and there might have been 3 or 4 people up on the panel. I'm not sure whose live it was, but I see Jay White's picture in there. And I might have been in there, bro. I wasn't in there 1 or 2 minutes, maybe. And Jay White is going off on some Eden, some good ground, trees. I'm like, yeah, this chick is just, I stayed in there for at least 5 minutes. I mean, I couldn't stay, I had to go, but I made a couple of comments. I'm like, man, she in there talking about, man, she in there descaling up in that mug, bro. I was like, God almighty. I'm telling you, anyone that has a contrite heart, this stuff is irrefutable. It's irrefutable, man. Once you start seeing it, it's like, wait a second. It's irrefutable. There ain't nothing you can. You have to lie to yourself, man. And you know what? People who really love God, they're not gonna lie to themselves. They're not. There may be people telling you that's a lie, that's not true, and you still want to be those people's friends. You know what I mean? You still want to be their friend. So you're like, oh, well, okay, yeah, that's not true. But you're saying it's not true because you're trying to be these people friends. But eventually your heart's going to be like, wait a minute, that is true. And then people are going to hate you and persecute you because you are telling the truth that this is true, bro. Wait a minute. You mean this whole time? Yeah. Why do you think people like me don't get mad? I don't get mad at people when they hate this, because it's that persecution. You're not even trying to persecute. The people that come against these truths, they're not even thinking they're persecuting. They really believe what you're saying is not there. Why do you think it's so easy to persecute the Spirit? It's easy. People think that you have to be mean and hateful to persecute. No, you don't have to be mean and hateful. Because if you think you're doing something right, how are you being mean and hateful? Paul the Apostle said that everything he did it out of ignorance. Don't you understand? He really thought that the disciples and all those people were crazy. He really believed that. Don't you understand? So when you're persecuting someone today, you honestly think those people are crazy. You're doing the same thing that Saul of Tarsus did. You're doing the same thing. You'll see. You will see. Why do you think the Bible says you will abhor yourself? Because you'll start recognizing, dang, I can't believe, like, and let me tell you, these people will call, they're so confident. Like, for instance, I'll use Descaled for an example, in the smaller app. There's people on here, they're so confident that a lot of things that Descaled teaches is so wrong. They're so confident they will admit, and man, that's crazy. Why are you listening to them? Because they don't understand that they're persecuting. They don't understand they are. That's what they're doing. But you got to understand, they don't see what it is that like a lot of things that I'm teaching, they're like, well, I don't see it. Yeah, right. The flesh don't see it, bro. So that's what makes it easy to persecute. It makes it easy because you really believe that's crazy what you're saying. That's not what it says. But in a very weird way, that is what it says. It literally is saying that. And one of the things, and I wish I could have stayed longer to listen what they were talking about, but I couldn't. But they are more mad you don't argue with them. Oh, yeah, they do, because you got to understand, in their head, they are right. You're wrong. They are just like Saul, bro. Saul said, everything I did it out of ignorance. He's saying, I just didn't know what y'all were saying. And it's happening today. The Bible shows you what real persecution is. You think persecution is people running around holding satanic symbols and walking around and be like, like the way they were biting at Jesus? You think that's persecution? That's the only form of persecution? You couldn't be more wrong if you tried. That is completely false. That is not correct. There are people who do love God, but they still can't see. Okay? They still can't see. And so they're going to end up persecuting, which means they're mocking what you're believing, using their flesh to mock, which means the Spirit is getting mocked. But God's not holding them accountable to that. We're in the era of grace. That's where we're at. So God's not saying y'all are sinning, and that's not how he's meeting them. Yeah, they are sinning. When you allow your flesh to persecute the Spirit, you are sinning, but your sins are not held accountable to you that way. God is not looking at Christians today, how they're cutting off their own body. That makes no sense, by the way. That's why Jesus said, hey, I'll tell you what, next time your hand offends you, cut it off. You'll see nobody today, if their hand does something, I don't care what it is, steals something, and then you blame your hand. You stole, and you cut the hand off. That makes no sense. And you do that to your own body. We're one body. So when a part of the body, which is another person, is doing something and you think it's offending you, and you shun and cut them off away from the body. That's what Jesus was talking about. And so when you make the mistake and read the letter that Paul is writing, talking about the guy that's committing adultery in the church, and he says, hey, cast him out to the world so Satan can have his way. You take that and you think Paul is telling you to cut people off the body, you're misunderstanding Paul. That's not what Paul's telling you to do, because Jesus is not telling us to cut each other off. What Paul is saying is that person is living in sin. And so there's a different way to handle that. So it's not the same thing. When someone is using the name of Christ and they're doing things, Jesus says they're for us. They're with us. They're not against us. So when I am talking about Christ and that's all I talk about, then, and you say, well, I don't like the way he does it, you're supposed to cut me off? That's what you're taught to do? I don't know where that lie came from. That's not what it said. But again, out of ignorance, right? And that's what Saul of Tarsus did. Saul of Tarsus thought he understood Scripture because he can read it with his physical eyes. Don't you understand? He knew the Old Testament better than you. He knew the Old Testament better than you. You're going to tell me you know Scripture better than Paul the Apostle? No, you don't know Scripture better than him. He wrote it. You don't know Scripture better than him. He wrote it. And he said he did it out of ignorance. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out of ignorance, right? That, you know, and you need to know if you need to go look up what the word ignorance means, go look it up. Paul called himself ignorant, meaning he just didn't know. So when he was coming against them, it's because he didn't know, but he thought he was doing the right thing by shutting them down. So today you have Christians. They're exactly doing what Saul of Tarsus did. The exact same thing. They have a contrite heart for God. 100%. They do. They have a contrite heart for God. So when they see someone doing something that doesn't line up with Scripture, they think, well, no, that's wrong. But they can't see properly. They're not seeing right. So what I'm teaching is not wrong. It's nothing different than what they teach. It's just out of the Old Testament, most of it. But I studied both New and Old, same, you know. But it's persecution. Persecution is when the flesh comes against the spirit. That's what it is. And Paul persecuted the church, and he didn't know that's what he was doing. So you mean to tell me there's people today that are not going to accidentally persecute the spirit? Yes, you are. And it's going to be the same way Paul did. The same way. The guys that Paul was persecuting, they were saying that that the Scriptures were talking about this man, which means they saw something. That means there's something else in the Old Testament that Paul wasn't seeing. So Paul said, I know the Scriptures. This is not the Messiah. That's what he was saying. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are crazy. That dude is not the Messiah. Well, guess what? The Scriptures were saying that he was the Messiah. But it wasn't based on black letters on a white page. It wasn't based on, there's way more to it than that. And Paul starts showing us how. We are supposed to be seeing. And if you're going to sit there and say, well, if Paul wanted us to know all the shadows, he would have wrote all of them down. You know that doesn't make any sense. He gave you a big one. He said, know ye not that you're the temple? And I'm telling you, I know exactly where Paul got that from. And that's not arrogant. I studied it very thoroughly. Paul is not just saying you're the temple based on God living in a temple. That's not it. If you think that's all he saw, oh, the temple, the Spirit is in the temple. Oh, no. He understood we're spirit, soul, and body. If you don't understand what spirit and soul and body is, if you don't understand that, there's no way you're going to see we're the temple. So just because Paul says we're the temple and you say, well, it's scripture, so then we are, yeah, but you don't think it's important to understand how? It's very important. You need to understand, how did Paul come to this? It's so important. To sit here and play this game that it doesn't matter, it's a lie. If you're trying to teach, it matters. If you're not trying to find out how did Paul know this exactly, then you're not a teacher. Stop teaching. Stop. You're not a teacher. Okay? You're a hold hand, sing kumbaya. That's what you are. You're not a teacher. A person who's a teacher at their heart, they're going to want to know, wait a minute, Lord, how did Paul know this? And the Spirit will lead them and show them how Paul knew this, so the Spirit can continue to teach here in this world. That's how. Same way. So they can continue to teach. So, this whole idea, these people are just it's crazy to me. Like, you don't care. You don't care. Go ahead.
That's funny. It's and I've talked to you about this person I was on live with like months ago, and I was going over that spirit, soul, and body, and they're like, wait, no, you got that from philosophy, new age stuff, all these other mythologies, and they're going over all this and that. I'm like, but this scripture says this and this says that, and they're like, yeah, but I have to pray for you. I'm worried about you because that comes from all that stuff. And I was like, all right, well, take care. And then a few weeks later, I scroll past their live and someone else is talking about it and they're like agreeing with it. And I'm like, oh, I'll leave them alone. Like,
yeah.
At least they see it now,
Yeah, oh no, they see it, brother. Trust me, they see it. They just don't want you to believe, because the way they view it is, they don't like the person that you get anything from. So you bring something to them, they're going to try to refute it because of, in their head, you're getting it. The Spirit ain't showing you nothing. You're getting taught this. You're being brainwashed this. So when someone else comes up, those people could be coming to my live for years, but they don't see them as someone that comes here. They don't see them, so they're gonna let them say whatever they want. It's hilarious. It's very childish.
Yeah, it's favoritism.
Yeah, well, no. It's not favoritism. It's not favoritism. It's far from favoritism. Far from that kind of.
I'm saying the people that were saying it the last time I went over there, like those people, they heard it from you. I know they do.
Yeah.
I know they're your disciples.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if the person knew that.
No, they don't. They don't know that.
They discipled them. They're like, oh yeah, well he said it, so it must be true.
Yeah, no, I know, but no, this is beyond favoritism. It's beyond that. The focus is hate. That's the focus. They have so much hate for one person, but they don't have hate for anybody else. So they're not trying to show favoritism to anyone. They just hate someone, and they don't want anything to do with the person they hate, and that don't come from the Bible. But the problem is they're not a teacher. That's the issue. You have someone that's a convert. I believe deep down that they want to know God, so I believe they're saved. I don't believe they know how to like live out that salvation. They don't. They're very emotional people, and an emotional person become hypocrites very quickly. And I'm telling you, if you want to live your life in peace, don't ever cross a hypocrite. And when I say cross, I mean disagree with them. Don't just live your life in peace, because there's just got a lot of growing up to. But the point I'm making is, all this it'll thin itself out. You'll have certain people that they will start understanding like that this is true. They will. And it's not about what person started this. Like that's not what it's about. It's about that you can't stop a spiritual truth, bro. You can't. No matter how much you want to, you can't. You can't stop it. It'll never happen. Now you can stop yourself, right? All a person can do is stop themselves from receiving it. But you can't stop it. But you can stop it, that truth from entering you. But you're not going to stop it because there are people over man, they choose truth. And then so man is going to get mad at another person that chooses truth because they think another person got brainwashed. genuinely. Now, I will say this. There are some people who are not ignorant, like Paul was, and they're doing it on purpose, and that's different. That's different. Again, hate, and the type of thing you're bringing up, that's hate. That's not out of ignorance. That's out of hate. Now, I will say, when you have a person like that they look like they're a loving person, but deep down they're ravenous wolves, right? Towards certain people. It's not hard to tell, because they talk more about what people are doing than anything else, man. And so, you just have to personally, I don't pay attention to any of that crap. I really don't. People bring it up to my attention, and they're like, hey, and I'm like, oh God, don't tell me who it is. Like, what happened? Well, a person was saying this, and I'm like, why in the world are you troubling yourself with this crap, dude? Like, this crap. The Bible says, think on these things, and it tells you the things to think on, and they're all pointed to good things, but you're not thinking on these things. Well, no, I'm just telling you. I'm like, I don't care. I really don't. I really don't care about any of that. That's a bunch of junk. Let's just focus on what we're supposed to focus on. And that's what's important, is to focus on what we're supposed. And you will continue to see that one by one, all these quote unquote haters or whatever, however you want to say, these people will, bro, God loves them. They're going to receive the truth little by little. And eventually you'll just see one at a time, they'll stop hating. You'll see it, but you won't know why. But they're going to stop hating because they see it true. Now, they're not going to give praise to old Trotter. They're not going to say, oh my God, bro, that's amazing. I'm glad you were able to see that. Oh, that will never happen. That part of the pride will never leave. But it does half the time. Half the time it does. But another half, it ain't going to happen. They'll just continue. And 10 years from now, they'll think that everybody forgot about them, and they'll be preaching the exact same thing. I've seen it. I've seen it too many times. Man. So they're just another statistic that the Spirit is gonna they're gonna get Ehuded. Ehud is gonna get a hold of them. Hey, Dre, there's Saba, Dre. Dre, you there? All right. Saba, what's up? Anybody give you some ideas? There's Bark. What's up, Bark? Oh, well, Herman, I was trying to say hi to you, man. You never said nothing. What's going on? You at work or what?
Oh, the inauguration's on.
Hey, what time does it start?
It's starting now. They just did the prayers.
Oh, so Trump's already on the stage and all that?
He's up there. They're swearing in the VP.
Okay. So how long does that process take? So it'll be over in 30 minutes?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, heck. For some reason, I thought it was going to happen at 1. I don't know why I had 1.
God bless you, brother.
Hey, Saba.
Yes, we have few questions. I just wrote them down. I mean, 2 of them is it's my question, but the rest is from people who requested. So in total, let me just have a look. 5 topics.
5 topics. So which one's got the most clicks or ticks or?
It's 6 topics, actually. Sorry, 6.
Oh my God.
Actually, there are different topics, so none of them are same. Maybe. Okay, so we have communion, the tabernacle. Someone was requesting to go through the tabernacle. Melchizedek, Brother Alex asked, and
I feel like we go over Melchizedek every couple of months. Alex, you haven't heard us go over Melchizedek, bro?
I think he
Sounds like a Flip one.
Yeah, Flip brings that. Where is Flip? Lord have mercy. Flip brings that up every week, man. He's like, hey, we're going to talk about Melchizedek. I'm like, oh my God, Flip, we got to talk about Melchizedek again. Like, what is going on with this? Like, all right, what else?
And we have the blood atonement, Abraham covenant with God, and angel of the Lord. That's my question.
Oh my God. I feel like okay, well, I mean, some of this stuff you just got to go over and over. We've been over all those things before, but okay, so don't lose that list, okay? Don't lose that list. And obviously some of those things we will talk about. I'm not sure how in depth we'll go because some of those, like especially Abraham's covenant, ugh. Hold on a second.
My heifer.
All right, guys, give me a quick second. I'll be right back. Just give me a minute.
Was
Now, the Battle Hymn of the Republic by the United States Naval Academy Glee Club. A bit of history here. For over 138 years, this song has been a fixture of patriotic programs. Still sung in schools and churches across the nation. We're about to hear from Senator Fisher, who will introduce the president. And Senator Blunt reminded us the first time two women have chaired this committee.
Introduce to you the 45th and the 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you very, very much. Vice President Vance, Speaker Johnson, Senator Thune, Chief Justice Roberts, Justices of the United States Supreme Court, President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama, President Biden, Vice President Harris, and my fellow citizens. The golden age of America begins right now. From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before. Proud, prosperous, and free. America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before. I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country, sunlight is pouring over the entire world, and America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. But first, we must be honest about the challenges we face. While they're plentiful, they will be annihilated by this great momentum that the world is now witnessing in the United States of America. As we gather today, our government confronts a crisis of trust. For many years, a radical and corrupt establishment has extracted power and wealth from our citizens while the pillars of our society lay broken and seemingly in complete disrepair. We now have a government that cannot manage even a simple crisis at home, while at the same time stumbling into a continuing catalog of catastrophic events abroad. It fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals, many from prisons and mental institutions that have illegally entered our country from all over the world. We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders, or more importantly, its own people. Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina, been treated so badly. And other states who are still suffering from a hurricane that took place many months ago. Or more recently, Los Angeles, where we're watching fires still tragically burn. From weeks ago, without even a token of defense, they're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. They don't have a home any longer. That's interesting. But we can't let this happen. Everyone is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change. We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases, to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly. Our recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over. Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competence. 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history, and I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. Thank you very much. That is why each day under our administration of American patriots, we will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength. We will move with purpose and speed to bring back hope, prosperity, safety, and peace for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day. It is my hope that our recent presidential election will be remembered as the greatest and most consequential election in the history of our country. As our victory showed, the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural, And very importantly, we had a powerful win in all 7 swing states. And popular vote, we won by millions of people. To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true.
What is going on? Why do I hear a restroom?
National unity is now returning to America, and confidence and pride is soaring like never before.
They want me to play it, so I'm playing it.
Administration will be inspired by a strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country. We will not forget our Constitution. And we will not forget our God. Thank you, Dan. Today I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense. First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country. Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities. As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do. We will do it at a level that nobody's ever seen before. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices. The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and That is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill. America will be a manufacturing nation once again, and we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it. We will bring prices down, fill our strategic reserves up again, right to the top, and export American energy all over the world. We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet that will help to do it. With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American auto workers. In other words, you'll be able to buy the car of your choice. We will build automobiles in America again at a rate that nobody could have dreamt possible just a few years ago. And thank you to the auto workers of our nation for your inspiring vote of confidence. We did tremendously with that vote. I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens. For this purpose, we are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before. To restore confidence and effectiveness to our federal government, my administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency. After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression, I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America. Never again will the immense power of the state be weaponized to persecute political opponents. Something I know something about. We will not allow that to happen. It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. And we are going to bring law and order back to our cities. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Here it comes. Listen to this.
This week, I will reinstate any service members who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate with full back pay. And I will sign an order to stop our warriors from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments while on duty. It's going to end immediately. Our armed forces will be free to focus on their sole mission, defeating America's enemies. Like in 2017, we will again build the strongest military the world has ever seen. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into. My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. I'm pleased to say that as of yesterday, one day before I assumed office, the hostages in the Middle East are coming back home to their families. America will reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs. President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We've been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made. And Panama's promise to us has broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form. And that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal. And we didn't give it to China, we gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. Above all, my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars. Ambition is the lifeblood of a great nation. And right now, our nation is more ambitious. Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. The spirit of the frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the next great adventure resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most extraordinary citizens on earth. No one comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge not do, and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken. I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best. From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., our country was forged and built by the generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle defeat their spirit or their pride. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we love, and we love it so much. We're one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. We're going to win like never before. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In recent years, our nation has suffered greatly, but we are going to bring it back and make it great again, greater than ever before. We will be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're not going to address it before you.
All right, well, there you have it. America spoke. And some people, a lot of people are scared to say they voted for. There's even people now. I know that they're even on the small app telling everybody, I can't believe y'all voted. And they voted for him. Stop letting people lie to you. Just because they say they don't like him, they voted for him. There's not enough people. There's not enough snowflakes. There's not enough people claiming they voted for him. There's not enough. There's a lot of people saying they hate him and they don't like him and all this. And I'm like, that's funny. It's very clear. The vote was overwhelming. I remember when I was doing a certain job and I happened to ask somebody, I said, hey, who you voting for? And they said, well, I don't want to, politically, I don't want to talk about what I believe and this and that. And I was young. I might have been in the service 1 year. And the person I was asking was running for office somewhere. And I was like, yeah, but who did you vote for? Like, I know you're running for office, whatever, but who'd you vote for president? And they said, I don't want to say this and that. Okay, all right. And then the next year, I got a little closer with this person, so I asked him again, hey, who'd you vote for? And he's like, didn't you ask me last year? I said, yep, I'm going to ask you every year, man. Who'd you vote for? Oh, man, I don't want to this and that. Well, anyway, come to find out, I learned at a young age that people lie about who they vote for, right? They lie. And half the people you can tell like who they voted for, and they'll tell you, I voted for this. And you can kind of tell that's who they voted for. You could just tell, like they're very open about what they believe and stuff like that. And you can kind of tell. But there are these people that hop around and they're not really any color. They just kind of hop around and they vote for whoever pretty much is going to like meet their need, or basically God didn't answer their prayer. So they try to get the president to answer their prayer. They just kind of hop around. They have no values. They don't really believe in anything. They really don't. They don't care about, the way God sees things. They really don't. They just vote on who's going to put green paper in their pocket. And that's a part of a reason to be voting for someone. But there's a lot more to it than that. But people are always a lot of people are always going to lie about who they're voting for. And I've met a lot of them. They'll say they vote one way and they're lying. They vote a complete opposite way. So, but there you have it.
Good morning, Trot.
Morning. So there you have it. Our 47th president, our 45th and 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. That is who won office. And apparently Nelly was asked to perform somewhere. Somebody was saying something about Nelly being performed. I'm not sure where. I don't know anything about that, but apparently the black community was mad at Nelly because he was asked to perform or something. He said yes, and you should hear him stand his ground on it. It's actually quite hilarious that these certain people were coming against him and telling him that yes, the Uncle Toms. What about Uncle Toms? Let's see. I need a mod on YouTube, man. Y'all leave me hanging. Yeah. Yes, the Uncle Tom. Misunderstood. What are you talking about? The Uncle Toms.
Basically, if you're not
No,
black,
I'm asking misunderstood. I'm asking misunderstood what she means. How long must I be here? Jeez, how long must I be?
I'm just telling you the
definition. I'm asking misunderstood. Your name is not misunderstood, sir. Somebody hop down so misunderstood can explain herself on what she's talking about.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, thank you for never minding. I need to hear misunderstood explain what she's talking about.
Hello. Okay, there I am. Okay. So basically, I know, Trot, for you.
Well, hold on. Let me make my comment first. I said that Nelly said that people were come against him because he said yes to performing for Donald Trump. And right after that, I saw a comment that said, yes, the Uncle Tom. So are you talking about what I said about Nelly performing?
Correct.
All right. So what does that mean towards Nelly performing?
He's a sellout.
To what? He's a sellout. Hold on. He's a sellout to what?
He is a sellout to us.
Who's us?
Because
who's us?
Black Americans. Oh, okay.
Black Americans. Black Americans.
Okay, so yes, I'm going to go there.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. Let me just say this real quick. So watch this. This is what I'm talking about. So now we're not Christian anymore. So now we're not Christians anymore. We're Black Americans.
No, Trot.
All right. You see?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No, that's the Bible sees it that way, not me.
No, Trot. I'm talking about you.
The Bible.
I'm talking about hold on, baby. Hold on.
The Bible.
The 28 people. I know what the Bible says. This is why my husband told me not to get the dang box when it came to politics.
That's all right.
Okay. And you sound just like.
But we're not talking about. See, that's the thing, though. I didn't bring you up here to talk about politics. You're missing the point. All right. So it's not about politics. It's not about politics.
Try.
Yeah, you're trying to get into politics. I'm talking about the Bible. All right.
No, you asked about Nelly. Nelly is not in the Bible. So my comment was based off of Nelly and how the 3 Black Americans who went in to perform, it was an insult to us because for us, regardless how we think in this life, that we are all in the body of Christ. Yes, we are.
Right.
But when I walk out of my door, there are not over here. There are not a lot of people of you, Trot. They see me Black.
Okay.
Then they'll see me as a BBW. Then if they get to know me, they'll know that I am a Christ follower.
All right. So I'm trying. I'm trying to find out what when you call Nelly a sellout, what do you mean?
Because America for us wasn't great. So when someone says that America was great, when?
Okay. Hold on. No. So now we're misunderstanding what America is. America a skin color?
To a lot of people.
No. Listen to what I'm asking. Just be honest. Is America a skin color?
No, Trump.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so we agree that America is not a skin color. You cannot control what other people think. You cannot control what other people believe. You can't control that. So if you have a group of people that says America is white, are they speaking for the entire country?
No.
Okay, if you have a darker skin color. No. Just hear me out. There's a very simple way to simplify all this. So me and you agree that America is not a skin color. So when you allow someone to make you believe that it is, that just became your fault because you allowed someone to make you believe that America is a skin color, and it's not. America is not a skin color. It's a country. It's a piece of land. So anybody can argue all day about what the phrase "Make America Great." People can argue about it. But if you pay real close attention to the 47th president, when he talks about making America great, if you pay real close attention, he's talking about the country, not people. And so now people say, that's not true. You can argue till you're blue in the face. If you focus real close to what he's talking about the country, meaning China's not getting all this money, nobody, it's coming back to the country. So then now we say, okay, well, that's going into white people's pockets and all that. Listen, anybody can believe whatever they want, but the phrase "Make America Great Again" is talking about the country, and the country is not a skin color. And Nelly understands that. So I don't believe he's a sellout at all. I believe, again, that he sees a president asking him to perform, and that's what he's standing on, the presidency. He's not doing this hokey pokey dance, man. So
they did it for money. They all did it for money.
What does that matter? Hold on a second. Hold on. What does it matter? What does it matter? He did it for money.
You know what, Todd? Look.
See, but it don't matter that he did it for money. That don't matter. That doesn't matter if you paid the man or not. It doesn't matter though. These ridiculous arguments that go on, all it does is pull you away from what is true in this world. It just pulls you away from it. It sucks you back into this false world about these skin colors. All this stuff is a lie. Okay? It's a lie. So watch this. Let me show you. Let's say
Wall Street was not a lie.
Huh?
Tulsa was not a lie.
No,
that's all a fact.
Hold on a second. No, you need to ask me what I mean before you think you know what I mean. You need to at least ask. What do you mean? You need to ask me. Hold on. You need to ask me, what am I calling a lie? What am I calling
a lie?
All right. So now let me ask you what you think, because I already heard, but what do you think I'm calling a lie?
In regards to
America? Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
In regards to America being a country and not a country of people, it's bringing the goods and monies back so other foreign adversaries won't have access. But then the question lies, who is going to have true access to the monies that he is bringing back?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I already talked about that. I'm saying we can sit here and argue about that all day. We're not getting nowhere on that. Listen, what I'm saying is there are a lot of lies floating around in America. There's a lot. And so when you wake up as a person, your focus should not be on what's lies, the lie part. Nobody's focus should be on the lies. The lie is that your life is nothing but your skin color. That's a lie. It's not true. Your whole life, it's not about your skin color.
No, you know what, I understand that, and I respect you 110%. You know this. We've had back-end conversations about certain things like this, and I understand your point. And like I said in the beginning, there are not a lot of men like you.
Okay, okay, that's fair. All right, no, I get that. I get that part. I get that. Okay, but regardless on how I'm treated by anybody, I don't care who they are. I don't care. Okay? As much as I'm able to, I still focus on what the Bible says, not what man say. Man say, and again, not all man. I'm talking about unsaved man. Okay? Now there are going to be people who claim to be saved and they're not. I get all that. So I'm talking about people who are saved people. Okay? And I mean, I'm talking about the ones that are focused on what the Bible is saying. That's who I listen to. That's who I communicate with and things like that. So let's say that our skin color was transparent. Okay? There was no such thing. First of all, our skin is transparent. But I'm saying, let's say there was no such thing as nobody is different color. Do you know that hate would figure out how to get a certain group of people to hate? So if hate,
that diaspora, that socialism, who created that diaspora? Who created
Satan created all that. Satan did, not man. Satan had dominion, and man listened to Satan. So
who put it out?
Satan.
Who put it out?
Satan did.
Yes. And who picked it up and carried the ball?
Satan did. Satan.
The people that Satan.
There's no way around it. Satan. It's not skin color.
Like you said yesterday. No. But like you said yesterday, in regards to Satan is not on everybody's, beside everybody.
Okay, hold on. When I say Satan is not omnipresent, I'm not saying that the carnal mind isn't there. Every human has a carnal mind. And that carnal mind came from Satan. So it's Satan. The answer is going to be Satan every time. We have been taught, we have been lied to. We have, from our ancestors, we have been lied to that these are the problems. No, Satan's the problem. And the Bible teaches you how to defeat it. When we start talking about marriage, it's not going to be your typical marriage. When you're gonna be tripped out on how I'm gonna go about talking about marriage and stuff. It ain't gonna be the typical. It ain't gonna be close to what anybody's used to hearing. Matter of fact, when I start talking about marriage and I start really getting in there, there's gonna be some people that ain't just gonna want to hear it. They're not gonna want to hear it. They're not gonna want to hear it because they want to go to what is the typical way to talk about marriage. Well, guess what? That don't work. If it worked, it'd be working. It don't work. So I'm going to hit it from an area that it does work. How do we get people from being converts to disciples? You have to do it from a disciple perspective because the converted way ain't working. It don't work. It never did work. It's never going to work. So when it comes to politics or skin color, having the conversations that's always been here, guess what? It never worked and it's never going to work. There's only one thing that does work, and that's the Word of God. And so when we wake up every day and our carnal mind is lying to us, teaching us this junk that's been passed down from parents, family, it's been passed down. This stuff came from Satan. Hate. Look at the skin colors. Hate. That don't come from God. So we do it to ourselves. Okay, hold on a second. If it doesn't come from God, I'm not playing the game. You can go play, not you.
But you have to, but hold on, Trot. It wasn't, I understand that. So please don't misconstrue what I am conveying.
Well, no, it ain't what you're conveying. It ain't just you. There's a lot of people of different skin colors that play the same game. What I'm saying, it's a game. It's fake. None of it's real. The only thing that's real is God. That's what's real. So when we take on these fake lying beliefs and you put yourself in the game, you're going to fail every time. Anyone that plays in this game, you'll fail. Anyone. It's never going to work itself out. I don't care what happens because forgiveness is the only thing that sets you free from the thing that you believe is keeping you captive. No. Forgiveness is the only thing that sets you free. It's nothing else. Nothing will ever set you free. It's forgiveness. It's kind of like growing up in a family and everybody mistreated you. Okay? Let's say everybody in your family, y'all are all the same skin color. Oh, well, I can't use skin color. Well, what can I use? You know what you can use is hate. and not forgiveness. I'm not going to forgive them because they did this to me. This is beyond countries and skin color. That tip of the iceberg. That whole skin color and all, it just becomes 100% real in your life. And when I say your life, I'm talking about anyone who wants to play the game. Anyone who wants to play this game, this thing will bog you down. You'll just become more hateful in your heart. You'll become less forgiving to people. It'll never happen. This problem will never go away because the problem is sin. In the world that we live in, sin still exists. And it comes in all forms. It doesn't just come in form of skin. It comes in forms of everything, tall people, short people, skinny people, fat people, people who like the same sex, people who don't like the same sex. I can do this all day, that whatever is happening in your world, it's not the same issue that other people are having. And now what we try to do is, well, my issue is bigger than your issue. Now we're going into the second level of games. Then we go into the third level. Before you know it, you're so deep in this game, truth no longer matters. Truth doesn't matter anymore. What I'm saying is everybody would be better off to stop playing Satan's game. And so what I'm saying is this is Satan's game. I don't care how anyone tries to flip it, twist it, and say, but I deserve, my friend, right there. As soon as you say that, you just started playing Satan's game. As soon as you started doing that. So we can get so involved in the game, though. You can get it's kind of like a gang. You can get so deep, you can't come out. And you put yourself there in this game. Because...
Okay, so I understand all that. Hold on, please. I understand everything that you're saying. And like I said, you are a true minority in how you think. Okay? But everyone else experiences life differently, and holding on and living out what the word says, and we're walking like Christ, knowing our dominion, knowing our place, and someone comes around and calls you the N-word. Someone calls you the S-word. All of this because they're not Christ-like, because Satan put racism.
Right. So So at this point, right. So hold on a second. Hold on. So at this point, though, at what you're bringing up, right? At this point, what are the two choices that any human has? At everything you just said, what are the two choices? So if someone is getting mistreated, I don't care if it's because of skin color. I don't care if it's because they're they like the opposite sex. Whatever the issue is, that someone says, you know what, I'm gonna hate today. First of all, skin color is not the only way to hate somebody. So let's get over this lie that skin color is the only way to hate. That is a complete lie. It's not true.
Socialism.
All right. So again, there's hundreds of ways. So let's say whatever the way is, we don't have to keep going to skin color. That's a lie. So let's say someone is hated because they like the opposite sex. I'm not asking if what they're doing is right or wrong. I'm saying someone decides that they're going to hate this person. Where does that come from?
Satan.
Okay. All right. No. I'm not saying that you don't know the answer. No. Don't misunderstand. Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying that you don't know the answer. What I'm saying is that this is either going to become true, right? Meaning that it's more than just a head knowledge, right? So when you say, well, that stuff comes from Satan, well, that means I can give you a piece of paper and you can pass the test, but this stuff has to become rooted in you. Right. And so when we start playing this game and telling someone, well, you don't know, that's a game from Satan, too. The you don't know game, that's from Satan, too. That is not the way to handle that's not the way to handle when Satan is playing the game. The way to handle that is not, oh, well, you don't know. No. Now we're justifying that it's okay to not forgive. Hold on. No, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Listen, because this is not a debate. Okay, I'm not trying to debate how people see skin color. So let's not misunderstand what I'm doing right now. I'm not debating that, because debating in that kind of a way comes from Satan. I'm not going to allow justifying why people are not forgiving. I'm not going to allow that. So I understand what you're saying, and I don't want you to think I'm ignorant towards it. I'm not. I get it. I understand. Not everybody thinks the way that I do. I get it. But what I will say is everyone has a chance to, because it all comes from the Bible. So what I'm saying is I am not going to join in. I'm saying everyone has a choice. You can join in the game or not join in the game. So when we sit here and play, not you, but I'm saying I see this a lot, the victimizing, I'm a victim, the whole world's against me, that comes from Satan too. We are not victims. If someone mistreats me, I have two options. Two. So everybody gets mistreated. Oh, people, skin color are not the only people that get mistreated. That's a lie. It's not true. But when you get mistreated, when anybody gets mistreated, they have two options. They can play the game or not. That's it. So if someone comes up to me and they're hating me for whatever reason, I have two options. I can join in. Now, if someone comes up and starts punching me in my face physically, I still have two options. I can run away or I can punch him back. I get that. And the punching back thing is the one that's hard to tell someone not to play in the game. That's hard. But I'm going to tell you what's a lot easier. Words. If someone says words to you, any person, and you allow those words to be punches, like your feelings can physically feel the words, now we have a problem, because that person, whoever there are, and there's many of them, they need to learn how to harness their emotions. No one should be able to control your emotions, but most people don't understand this. So they have words thrown at them, and they think that they have to throw words back. Now, I'll disagree 1,000%. No, you don't. No, nobody doesn't. But the one thing that I will admit that I can see as being hard is if someone, instead of coming up throwing words, they throw punches, start punching you in your face. Now, if someone says it's the same thing, that's a lie. That's not the same thing. What is the same is they don't know how to harness their emotions at all, which means words hurt them. Words don't hurt. It's what you do with those words that hurt. It's what you do with them. I have hateful words thrown at me all the time, but I don't play the game. I don't care, because I understand that I control my emotions. Nobody controls my emotions. So when someone says words to me and I say to myself, how dare you, bro? I'm telling you right now, that's a problem. Huge problem.
You're right. I've been called the N-word. I've been called at my job.
Well, that ain't the only word. That ain't the only word though. Every race has words, right? So
I'm giving you context.
Yeah.
Because based off of the original question and the original reason why you asked me, where I live at now, there's not too many of me here. Okay?
Yeah.
So I've heard it.
Yeah, I've heard it too. Every person's heard it. Every human has heard this. And I'm not talking about the one word you're using. There's thousands of words that you can beat someone down with. Like, for instance, the BITC word.
All I do is just laugh it off. I laugh it off.
Yeah, with that, but that's why I'm talking. Yeah, but that's why I'm talking about words, because that's where it starts, right? And I'm not talking about skin color words. A guy could meet a woman somewhere, and I don't know, let's say the lady let go of her buggy in the parking lot of Walmart and it hits a guy's car. He comes out and starts calling her BITCH. Let's say they're the same skin color. Let's say they're both black. Now what? Is the skin color the issue now? Why are they having words and want to beat each other up? It ain't got to do because of skin. So what's the problem? You know why? Because he come out of his car and started calling her BITCH. Is that right? Should he do that? Should he come out yelling at her like that?
No, it's disrespectful.
No, okay, all right. So there's so many forms of this. I'm so tired of this idea that skin is it. No, it's not. It's not the only issue. The one problem that feeds all this is hate. That's the issue. Instead of this man forgiving the woman because the stupid buggy went and hit his car, he comes out and starts calling her B.I.T. Do you see how his emotions, he wasn't able to control his emotions. So he comes out swinging with words. We have to stop playing the game. So when someone asked, right here, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm looking for it. So Riri said, so how do you not play the game? Guys, we talk about this every day. I'm telling you, if you pay attention to what I'm saying, we talk about this every day. I don't have to bring up skin color. I don't have to bring up buggies hitting a car. A guy coming out, he's like, oh, well, she's the same color as me. Let's see the words I can't use. Well, she's black, I'm black, so I can't call her a cracker. Let me see, I can't make fun of Asian people because she's black, bro. So they go through the list, what could I call this black lady? I know what I could call her, a B-I-T-C-H, bro. Come on, bro. It's hate is the issue. So how do you not play the game? When I talk about understanding spirit, soul, and body, when you understand that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, the fleshly person is not the issue, which means skin color, for God's sakes. That's not the issue. The issue is principalities. It's talking about Satan. He's the problem. When you can start understanding that Satan is the problem, you won't even hold that person accountable for acting like an idiot. You wouldn't do it because you understand. There's a difference between having a head knowledge, saying, oh yeah, I understand that. There's a difference between that and having it rooted, meaning it's deeply rooted. You fully, not only do you understand when you hear it, but your reactions start becoming different. Because you know that flesh and blood, I don't care what their freaking skin color is, the flesh and blood is not what we're wrestling against. So when you start saying, well, this colored people and this color, now you think flesh and blood is the problem. The Bible makes it clear it's not. So if flesh and blood is not the problem, then what's the problem? I say this 100 times a day. The problem is the stinking thinking, the lies that has been given to us. And if you still don't know what I mean by what's the lie? The lie is you still think flesh and blood is the problem. Somewhere along the way, and the more you put yourself around people that have stinking thinking, it's hard for you to get rid of it. Because, well, me and them, we see eye to eye. Well, y'all hate eye to eye is what you do. You hate, right? I'm not going to say the name or how about this? I'm going to say 3 letters. And I guarantee you can figure out what I'm talking about. Way back in the day, there was a group, CCC. The CCC group. Let me ask you this. What do you think started that group? Was it skin color or Satan? Somebody help me out. Was it skin color or Satan that started the group?
Okay, so I studied that a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And they came together just like the Elk Club.
Okay, no, but hold on. But my question is, no.
I get it.
I know. I studied it too. I know. Trust me. I don't need a history lesson on it. I want to know: was it skin color or Satan that started that group?
Skin color and Satan.
No. It was Satan. It was Satan. You're going skin color. So flesh and blood is the issue now. So now the Bible's lying.
No, I'm not. No, try.
No, you said both. You see? You see?
I did. Okay, because they came together as one. Hold on. Because since you know the history, so it's all about the history, not about what you're saying. But that's how they initiated.
No, hold on. Misunderstood. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Listen. The fact alone that you would say skin color with it is showing. I'm sitting here telling you, it was Satan. He started that. All right, let me ask you this. Let me make it simpler. Did God or Satan start that? Those are the only 2 options you got.
Satan did.
Okay. So that means, hold on a second. Hold on. No. Hold on. God did not start that. Satan did. All right. So the right thing has to be defended here. Not brought out. The right thing has to be defended. When we have been convinced that all the physical thing is the problem only, then now that means Satan's not all the problem. And that's just not true. He is the problem. So, this is where we have been bamboozled. We have been bamboozled to believe that flesh and blood is the problem. So somebody pull up the verse that talks about we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. Somebody pull out the verse so we can talk about it just a little bit more, about the flesh and blood part. Who's got it? Who's going to pull it up? I know you ain't going to make me do it all.
Ephesians 6:12.
All right, somebody read it. Somebody read it. Benny, what's up, homeboy?
Homeboy.
All right, Riri, I ain't forgot about you, Riri. We're still talking about, so how do you not play the game? I'm telling you, how do you not play the game is you have to be honest with yourself that flesh and blood, that's not what we're wrestling against. It's bigger than that. And once you can see that truth, let's see.
Hey, Benny.
Is somebody reading that?
He's probably working out with some stuff through that gym.
Trey might come in at 3.
All right.
One device.
Did y'all get it yet? If not, I'm about to read it.
Yeah. Go ahead and read it, Benny.
It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places."
All right. So it says, go back to the half of that and read it again. Like the halfway point.
Against principalities, powers, rulers of
okay, hold on right there. Hold on. Principalities, powers, and rulers. Is a skin color a principality, power, and ruler?
No.
No.
It's never.
All right. So listen, hold on. But I'm telling you, this is how simple this is. This is how simple that this is. And God's word is the truth. It is. It's the truth. So, I mean, just let me flip on the other side real quick. Let me get back to the secular world just for a second. We can jump in any game we want to, but if we can't remind ourselves that these are all Satan's games, he's been playing these games for years and he's very good at it. He can make you believe that it's not a game, that it is all real. Why? Because you can make yourself believe that this world that we're not from, or am I wrong? Are we from this world?
No, we're not.
All right. So if we're not from this world, why are we playing games in this world then if we're not from here? You see? So don't think. Well, hold on. No. I already know your because. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have a choice. You don't have to play the game. You choose to play it. So let me show you what I mean. Let's say someone don't like Hispanic looking people. I don't care what color they are, for God's sakes. It ain't only white people. There are black people that don't like Hispanics. Trust me, I know. And they're like, hey, look out, SA. Well, first of all, I'm not an SA. But let's say that's just what they call me. And I've had black people do this to me, but I don't get mad at them because I understand where the problem is. But they're like, hey, look at SA. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, I'm not a piece of paper you write on. And they're like, what? What's the fool talking about? Hey, SA. Hey, we're looking for that tire shop over there. Now, let me ask you this. Should I get offended that they call me a SA? And I know people who would have. I know people who would have threw down. Man, who you calling SA? What's up? Automatically left field. The whole conversation just went left field. But when you know that people that are in their flesh are going to act like people in their flesh, you can start looking at them at their heart. The way you talk to them changes. Hey, look out, essay. So I'm going to play back, of course. And I'm like, essay? I'm like, bro, ain't that a paper that you write in school? Man, what's this fool talking about? I'm just giving him a hard time. And I'm like, no, seriously, what's up? Man, we're looking for that tire shop, over here, over there. I don't even understand half the stuff this dude's talking about, but I'm looking at him with the heart, though. I'm not looking at him. You understand? I'm not looking at flesh and blood. Flesh and blood is not the problem. The problem is in here.
And it goes back to what I said. There's not a lot of you out here, but you're right in your storytelling because it happens a lot.
Yeah. So, right. So listen, I know all the stories. Okay. And it's true. You can ask my wife. I know all the story. What I'm saying is at the end of the day, everybody has a choice. So if there's someone, a guy or a girl or a male or female that chooses not to look at people's heart, then they chose wrong. That's what I'm saying. They just chose wrong. That doesn't mean that we have to join the game with them. You don't have to. It's a choice. So that's why understanding spirit, soul, and body is important, because when you understand what part is you as the flesh, you understand what part of that person is the flesh. So if a person is acting out of character of the spirit and they're all in the flesh, maybe they're not saved. I don't know. I just met them. I don't know if the person is saved or not, but I know that I'm going to look at their heart first, 100%. As long as they're not throwing these, I can dodge words all day. I don't care, because I know that flesh and blood is not what I'm battling against. That's not what I'm battling against. But when you tell yourself, right, let's say you get color triggered. I don't care what color triggers you, and you see a color and you're like, well, then now your own flesh and blood is your problem. You got a problem. Maybe we need to go to anger management. I don't know what the issue is, but we've already come into agreement that flesh and blood ain't the problem. So that means that their skin color is not the problem. So now, where is the problem? You got to start figuring that out, because flesh and blood ain't the problem. So anytime the lie of, hey, look at the skin, it's because of their skin. Come on, man. Come on. No, that means that person has been lied to themselves. So Satan got them. So look, Satan make this skin color believe one thing, and then he makes this skin color believe another, and he sits back and eats popcorn while you two fools eat it out, beat up each other. Come on, man. Listen, watch this. Well, let me give it to you in a raw way. Let's be raw just for a second. So I'm gonna give you a perfect example.
While you're doing that, I have a question.
Okay, hold on. Before you ask, don't forget your question. Don't forget your question, for real. So let's say we've all seen this. Let's not act dumb about this. Let's say that there's 3 people and they're all the same skin color. So this ain't got nothing to do with skin. They're all the same skin color. I don't care what color they are. It could be purple. They're purple people. All right. You got 1 female and 2 guys. She works with one. She met the other one with a friend, but she works with one. Both guys are hitting on her, and she decides, hey, I'm going to hang out with both these guys. One of the guys mistreat her. So she goes to the other guy, convinces him in a very subtle way, like that this dude, I don't care what she said, she manipulates a story. Basically, that guy don't want nothing to do with her. He didn't do nothing wrong. Let me make it very clear. The dude did nothing wrong. He broke up with her. She don't like it. So she goes to the other guy and she starts telling him one thing. And while she's at work with this guy, she's like, man, there's this dude, and she's making it look like she's cool. That he broke up. It ain't cool. She starts going back and forth, getting these guys to fight through conversation. Just conversation. So this dude happens to like a Cadillac. So she's like, I don't know. I don't think Cadillacs are ugly. I like these kind of vehicles, because my brother, my friend, David, David said, and he's starting to hear about this dude, David. Who's David? Oh, it's just a guy. He likes these kind of, I'm kind of on his side. So, bro, just through conversation, she gets these 2 idiots to argue because neither one of them can see what she's doing. If a girl ever comes up to you talking about a dude, you don't talk about that dude. And you let her talk about that dude all she wants. That's what you do. But you know what an idiot does? The idiot starts arguing about the guy with the girl. But this is girl's plan the whole time. She's trying to get him to fight. And within 2 months, they're fighting each other. Before you know it, one idiot said something he shouldn't have said about this dude. She couldn't wait. So she goes, yeah, David said you're just kind of slow. What? What did he say? That's what he said. He said you're slow. It takes one little conversation at a time. That's it. So now he's like, oh, I'm slow. Okay. Well, you could tell that guy this and this. Oh, he was just playing. But she sure is going to go tell him, though. So she goes over to I'm sitting there telling you, that's what you are. You're in one skin color. The other person's in the other. And Satan just he playing the game. And you can't see it. You can't see it that it's you and your whole entourage. You're all getting played. And you're thinking that the problem is flesh and blood. It's been a lie from the beginning. Don't you understand? Watch this. Before America was here, there was a place called the Garden of Eden. And in the garden, Satan's like, you think the first people that God made, if it wasn't hard for him to get them to fight, it's going to be hard for him to make you fight with somebody? See, again, it ain't clicking. It's really not. It's not clicking. You still ain't getting it. But I tell you what, if Satan was to be shown for us physically, and we saw a white man come out of a car, and you could see Satan with your physical eyes. You could see him. If you could see this, you would stop in a heartbeat. You'd stop what you're doing. And you see Satan coming. And he goes, that white man said, you ugly black person. Yeah, I know that white. And you don't see it. You don't think it happens like that. You think it's just you reading minds. No, you ain't reading nobody's mind. You ain't reading. And let's say that the person really is thinking that. That means you got to see Satan go up there and be like, look at that ugly black person over there. Yeah, that person's so ugly. But yet you see Satan going back and fro, to and fro. You see him doing it. And you would still play the game. I guarantee I put money on it. If you got to see him work, you would stop. You would say, oh, because he's that girl that goes over there. Let me tell you something. Every one of us has met a person that everywhere they go, they start problems. And they learned it from him. And now we're going to sit here and act like we don't know that it's him that goes around doing all this and you're his puppet. We're going to sit here and act like that. We can sit here and point the finger and say, you don't understand, and try to justify. You can do that all you want. But I'm sitting here telling you, you're either a puppet for Satan or a puppet for God. You're one or the other, whether you want to be one or not. Period. And when I say puppet, I'm talking about servant. The Bible calls it a servant. You either serve Satan or you serve God. And if someone is around you, 4 people, 5 people, and they serve Satan, well, then you want to go serve Satan with them. You go right on ahead, because that's all you're doing. So you have 3 yellow people. They don't like green people. And the green people don't like yellow people. So the yellow people are like, hey, let's go pick on the green person. Yeah, that's their choice, but they're serving Satan. That's what they're serving. And you have a choice. You can play the game with them or not. And so that's it. It's as simple as that. But the thing is, people don't want it to be simple. They want it to be complicated with all these twists. It ain't complicated. You're either going to play the game or you're not going to play the game. It's your choice, right? And so when we act like people don't understand, you're playing Satan's game again. Oh, they don't understand. See, a criminal-minded person, a person with a criminal mind, everything's always a misunderstanding. And I'm not talking about misunderstood's name, but that I'm just saying nobody ever understands. Oh, you just don't understand every time. No, you don't understand. They'll get something else in their head. No, you don't understand. You don't know. You're not yellow. You don't know. Satan's game. Once again, that he uses whatever he can to keep you to think the way you're thinking. And if it was a person that is yellow, now we can't tell them they don't understand. We got to figure out another way to keep the way we think. So now it don't matter who says anything, right? So, you know, we just got to be, so that, you know, again, this whole thing started, right, because Nelly is called an Uncle Tom, but the conversation is not about Nelly. That's not what the conversation is about. With me, conversation is always deeper than that. And the conversation is about one thing. What verse did you read, Benny?
Did you say now?
What verse was it? Ephesians what?
6:12.
Yeah. The whole conversation's about that verse right there. And so we all have been bamboozled. All of us. There ain't one person that hasn't been fooled by the blueprint that Satan has laid out. No, everybody fell into this blueprint trap. And whatever category you decided to play the game, you still played. It doesn't matter what the category. Here it's category of America. Let me ask you this. In China, are they having a white versus black? Is that their problem in China? Anybody? No. So somebody give me, what would be something that would be like, that Satan could use to make someone feel that they're not being treated fairly? What would be the issue in China? Because it ain't skin color over there. What tactic is he using? Huh?
Classism.
Yes.
Classism.
Class. Yes, bro. 100%. And they do it very well. They do it very well over there, bro. Let me tell you this. I had friends that are from China. And again, this was my early 20s, you know, so I didn't understand. I never been to China. First of all, I ain't never been there. Even to this day, I ain't never been there. But I've met a lot of people from there. And I said, hey man, teach me some Chinese. And you know, he's like, oh man, he's like, I don't have the patience, he said. I said, what do you mean? He said, man, I don't even have the patience to explain what I mean. He goes, he said, for the 100th time, I'll do it for one of you Americans, he told me. I was like, what? He goes, the words are everything is so different. And he said, I'll give you one example. He goes, in America, y'all make fun of fat people. And I said, okay. I said, well, I don't. He goes, no. But I'm saying, if you're fat in America, you're going to get made fun of. See, they don't have skin color like we do over here. But Satan's got to find something. He just got to find someone foolishness enough, which that's all of our flesh, right? But he's got to find someone that's going to allow this inroad. He's like, well, they all look the same. They all got the, what can I use? Oh, I know what I can use. So here in America, fat people are frowned upon. But in China, they're not frowned upon. It's the opposite. Skinny people are frowned upon. Did anybody know? Who did not know? Don't lie either. Be honest. Who knew that it was opposite in China? Who knew that? Or if you didn't know, say you didn't know. Who knew?
Because fat means wealth.
Okay then. So all right then. So how come it's different in another country? How come it's not the same?
Because I'm not a melting pot. It's just them.
But again, but flesh and blood. But again, flesh and blood. But flesh and blood is not the problem. Is what I'm saying. How can, if all humans thought exactly the same, then we can blame flesh and blood. Satan cannot use the same tactics everywhere. He can't do it. So here it's skin color. That's just what he can use. Over there it can't. So he's like, fat and skinny. That's what bro, over there, skinny people are like, hey, you okay? What's wrong with you? You sick? Hey, and they beat each other down. If you don't know, you need to know. They will beat you down. Their family member will go up to a family member every time they're around them and ask them, why are you so skinny? Let me ask you this. Be honest. How long could you take that? Is every time you got around 75% of people you know, and they ask you, hey, why are you so skinny? Be honest. How long will it take for you to say, man, can you shut up about that? How long? How long will it take? Because in China, fat people, they have a good life, my buddy told me. They look at fat people, they go, wow, you have a good life. So fat people in America, people from China, if you're fat over here, they're like, wow. Now, they're all getting taught that a majority of people in America are fat, so it's kind of dying down. But because of the culture, which your own culture can whoop your butt if you're not careful, because your own culture can make you believe things that aren't true. They'll be true to you. 100%. Your culture can whoop your own butt, and you don't even know it, that your culture is your problem. It's nothing else. It's the culture you're in is the problem. It's not nothing else. So in China, if you're fat, you have a good life. Everything's great. It's the opposite here. It's the opposite here, though. But in China, that's what Satan's going to use. He's going to use whatever he can. And that's what he uses. The class of people, he uses that. Here, he just gets another one. Oh, they got different skin color. Oh, this is easy. The dude's a master at it. Oh, this is easy. I'll show you. And then you got people with big heads, big hands, little hands. He uses anything you let him use. If America was to go kaboom and not even be on the face of this planet, Satan would still be doing his thing. He don't need America to do his thing. He just does his thing in America, but he don't need it. He don't need it. So
you're right, because as this app off for us here, you saw when the app came back up, how many people do not like us. There's so many videos that they were happy that we were gone. I don't care what anybody says. You can go ahead and Google when Americans left, a litany of people all across.
Yeah. Okay. So now we have now we have country issue, right? Country.
No, we don't. I'm just saying.
No. I'm saying in real life, right? No. I'm saying in real life, countries go to war, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So now what is Satan doing? Now I can get the countries to hate, not just people, but the whole country. Like a whole country hate this country, this. So there, it never stops. We can do this all day. We do this all day long. All I'm saying is there has to come a point where your mind is set free from this stuff. And the only way that your mind can be set free from this fake bondage, it's fake. And I'm not talking about white and black. I'm not talking about slavery in America. I'm not talking about that bondage. I'm saying how Satan gets you, whatever the issue is, whatever game whatever game you chose to play, okay? I don't care if you grew up in the area where this game is being played. That's why you grew up there, because everybody in your area decided to play. Well, guess what? If you're a child, you're going to be taught to play the game too. Period. The end. It's all the games. I've named several games. So let's stop acting like there's only one game. Satan has many board games. Many. And every board game is different, and he's the master at it. And it's like Jumanji. Don't play the game. What's the rule of Jumanji? Don't play the game. That's the rule. Don't play. Because now you got to play to win. And if you ever seen the movie, you really can't win the game, Jumanji. But because it's a Disney film, you have to have a happy ending. But Satan's games is Jumanji. As soon as you roll them dice, there is no looking back. You're in. And I'm telling you right now, there's only one way out, and you have to stop playing. That's the way. And remember, when you play the game Jumanji, you got creatures come out of there, and they're going to be in this world, the bats and the elephants. But if you don't want this game to be the end of you, you have to stop playing. And it's always there waiting for you to play. It's waiting for you to roll again. And you can make the mistake and pick them die up and roll again if you want. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to be running for your life. And you're going to blame the game, forgetting that someone created this game. And you're just playing it. I'm telling you right now, Satan's game is Jumanji. That's his game. It's just depending where your mind's at is depending on how the dice are going to be played out. So, again, Ephesians, Benny, read the verse you read and read the verse after it. Or Benny ain't? Is Benny even there?
I'm coming.
All right.
It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand."
Right. So what weapon do we use to fight against the games, against the flesh? What weapons? Does it say to use your flesh to fight
Spiritual
against?
ones.
Right, your spiritual weapon. So when we've been lied to and we say that we're supposed to use our flesh to fight against the flesh, you're in the game. You rolled the dice. I mean, it's so a while ago, Riri asked, I'm going to go back to the question she asked, if she's still in there. Hopefully she is.
Yes, she is. Her and I've been having a little back and forth in the comments.
Well, hopefully y'all ain't. Don't roll the dice together. Oh my. Oh me or oh my. Let's see.
God, I'm better than that.
Hey, let me give you a hard time. Come on now. All right, let me see.
I know I'm never in the box, and today's my day off, and this is why I don't get in the box.
This is why I don't get in the box. You don't get in the box because I'm going to point out where the issue is, and you ain't it. You ain't the issue.
I know.
I know, but he's good. He's good at making you think you're the problem. You're the. So if I'm the problem, then that person's flesh is the problem. Now we got the two flesh fighting, and the Bible says that ain't the problem. So
no, because as soon as you start speaking, I'm just like, oh my God, I know what he's going to say next. Gosh darn it. And it's just like, why did I get in the box? I should just stay in the comments.
It's all right. It's all right. We all, listen, everybody got a pair of dice in their hand. And at any given time, we can roll it. That's the truth, period. So
we love you, Misunderstood.
Let's see.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Man, I swear she asked a question. Golly, how many comments y'all make?
She said, how do we not play the game?
Yeah, how do we not play the game? I wanted to say it the way she said it. Yeah, I just wanted to say it the way I didn't want to paraphrase. And so that's why I went over Jumanji. I'm telling you, if you have not seen the movie Jumanji, I don't care which one it is, the one before Kevin Hart, was old enough to act, or when Kevin Hart started playing. I don't care which one you've seen. You go back and watch that movie and just tell yourself, all right, so that board game that's Satan's game, and just go watch what happens when they start playing. I'm sitting there telling you, but you have a choice. You can play it or not play it. It's up to you. And so if you put yourself around a lot of people that play Satan's board games, I'm telling you, you're going to become a character in the game. I'm sitting there telling you that's what's going to happen. The Bible makes it very clear. We can be fooled to believe that they need more players. So the yellow people, they just got too many players. And you know what? They got all the money over there. How'd they get all the money? Well, it's because we don't got enough players. Oh, let me jump in. I'm going to hop in. Man, now we playing Monopoly and Jumanji at the same time. Now we try to juggle two games, and you're sitting there rolling, just rolling them dice, thinking that something better is going to come out. Nothing better is going to come out. Go watch the movie Jumanji, for God's sakes. Nothing better comes out. It's always something more crazy, more evil. The little boy turned into a monkey, for God's sakes. And you're like, we got to finish the game. The game. First of all, if you don't know, Jumanji never ends. It never ends. What you end up seeing is you'll see Kevin Hart and The Rock. You'll see them get like thrown out of the game because they completed like the thing, right? But again, I mean, it's a movie. There has to be an end to like these characters finishing something or whatever. But the truth is, Jumanji is always there. It's just waiting for people to find it, pick up the dice and roll it. So it's like your flesh. Your flesh is Jumanji. And it's like, let me borrow $20 to them. Hey, what's up? You want to roll them dice? What's up? And the whole time you're like, ooh. So like when someone is in their flesh, if you don't know the Jumanji song, it's just like, it's like drums being beaten on. That's the, and that noise is when someone is in their flesh, and it just, you hear it and what you see is like the kids will hear this song, like the Jumanji beat, and they'll go follow that beat until they find the game. They'll find it's basically you met an idiot in the parking lot, and why he's like, you stupid, da, da, da. You know what you hear? Duh, 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 duh. Jumanji waiting for you to pick up them dice. Ha! And you're like, oh shoot, that is not good. The regret of playing the game, and then you play the game another day. Regret. You regret it every time. And then, hey, you may roll a dice and it says you get the big man's gun. You know, like in the game, you can get, there are good things that come out to help the players, right? So this will be the one day, that somebody, is like embarrassing you in front of a lot of people and they happen to be, they probably weigh 100 pounds, which means you can go over there and slap them and win. So you make the mistake, go over there, slap them, knock them to the ground. You're like, you roll your dice, big man slap, yeah, and they're scared, they run off. But remember, in Jumanji, something is still coming. Like what you just did, something's coming. Again, it's like karma, even though karma's not real. But Jumanji got karma, not God's world, but in Jumanji world, you got karma, right? Because you didn't get that big hand slap for free. No, you didn't get it for free. As soon as you slapped that dude, some noise was made in the sky. Like, what was that? And it was a freaking pterodactyl. That pterodactyl's got 3 hours to unalive you. And you know what that pterodactyl is in this world? It's called a lawyer. Now you getting sued because you slapped this dude. It sure did feel good. Boy, it felt good when that guy's yelling at you, you stupid. And you're like, man, I'm stupid, huh? Big hand slap. Yeah, come here. Pow. Now you got served. You being sued. And you're like, dang, man, I see a slap hand. Yep, and that pterodactyl, it's going to be, no matter where you go, for a whole year, you got to deal with this. 2 years sometimes. And then finally you go to court. Did you win or did you lose? Guess what? He had a dash cam. Guess what? There's 4 cell phones camera. Guess what? Walmart had a camera. They're going to be like, is that you or not? Yeah, that's me. Yeah, you going to prison for a year for assault. You're going to prison. So now you in prison for a year. That pterodactyl, the same issue is still hovering over your head. The same. Why? I'm going to play the game. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, why? And listen, all I'm saying is we all have been bamboozled. There are thousands of board games, and they're all called Jumanji skin color, Jumanji class of people, Jumanji short or tall, Jumanji, they all are called Jumanji, and under it in parentheses is for you. This game is for you. So whatever you believe to be real in this world, it's going to be real, all right. And you're going to play that game round and round. It ain't never going to stop. The game don't stop. But that's why you ain't supposed to pick up the dice and play. So when Riri was asking, how do we not play? That's how you not play. You understand we're spirit, soul, and body. And your flesh is the one that wants to roll the dice. Your flesh wants to roll the dice. So your soul has to seek wisdom from the spirit. And the spirit tells the soul, hey, remember, that's Jumanji. You sure you want to play? And you're like, oh, shoot. Nah, I don't want to play with the flesh. Now you trust the flesh. You're going to use the flesh to be your weapon? Because that's what that idiot's using. So the yellow people, I can't use that color because people use that for Asians. So purple. So the purple people don't like the orange people, but the purple people use their flesh. And the Bible just told us that flesh and blood is not the issue. But if you think that flesh and blood is the issue, then that's why you get in your flesh and blood. So they roll the Jumanji dice, you roll the Jumanji dice. Everybody rolling Jumanji dice. Or don't play the game. So how do you not play the game? So the dice is the temptation, guys, if you don't understand. The dice is. So the purple people come around you, And I don't care what they say or what they're doing, you haven't entered the game yet. That's where the other lie is. Well, I was just minding my business and that purple person came and they said, "Listen here, you idiot." And you lie to yourself and think you're in the game? No, you ain't in the game yet. They're in the game. They're in Jumanji, and they trying to pull you in the game. So as soon as they start yelling at you, you look down, you got dice in your hand. You can roll, right? You can roll. You can chance it. Pick left card from right. Pick it up, and it's going to tell you what you won with the dice. And it's going to say something like, come back with the, no, you're the idiot. No, you're the idiot. And they're like, oh, yeah? And one of y'all is going to get the one that says big hand slap. Boy, and you don't know how to say no to the big. Oh. And then you roll the dice. And before you know it, y'all in there rolling the dice. Back and forth. So now you got to go home and you got to tell your family about Jumanji, right? Because the purple people. And now you got your family playing the game. Satan's like, "Ma, he ain't got to do nothing. You're dumb enough to go tell everybody what happened." All because you just had to roll the dice. So what you should have done is said, hey, flesh and blood is not the issue, which means purple people are flesh and blood. They ain't the issue. Satan's the issue, which means that those people been fooled by Satan, and I don't want to be like them. But guess what? I'm telling you right now, I don't care how much you try to justify it. If you roll the dice, you're just like them. I don't care what you say. No, it's not. They picked on me. No, you rolled the dice, my friend. No, it's Satan. Wow, what's up?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so the purple people, they won't leave you alone.
Uh-huh.
You're walking away.
Yeah.
And purple people are chasing you.
Uh-huh.
In order for you to roll the dice.
Okay.
So, but since you're not rolling the dice, they choose to unalive you.
Okay.
How do you explain to your people who want to, of course, defend you? Because now you're no longer here because the purple people wouldn't just leave you alone.
Yeah.
When you did everything to walk away, to not engage.
Yeah. What about it? It happens all the time, everywhere, in every country. So let me ask you this.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this. Are there purple people in China?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah. But no, there's not. They got the same. I'm talking about skin color right now. That's why I'm saying purple. Skin color. I'm talking about skin color.
Oh.
So they don't have purple people. All right. No, I know, but I'm saying, yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying purple people in our country are talking about that what Satan is using to start a fight. He uses color out here. In China, there's no purple people. Okay? But out there you got skinny people and you got fat people. So
so bringing it back to America.
Yeah.
How do you tell the family of the you said orange, right? Of the orange people, just let it go.
Yeah, well, okay, first off, you don't tell someone let it go. That's not how you do. That's not how you do. You don't tell someone that's got a knife in their hand let it go.
Right, but what I'm saying is that the purple people wouldn't leave you alone.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So watch this. Hold on. So no, the question is this. It's not, no. The question is, do you tell the family members the truth or do you lie to them? That's the question. Which one do you do?
You tell them the truth.
Okay, you tell them the truth. So now they have a choice. When you tell them the truth, they can roll the dice or not. Now the dice is in their hand. How's that change anything what I said? Doesn't change nothing. So right, so we don't try to change how people are like only when something bad happened. No. A person has to be proactive. Meaning I'm not waiting for something bad to happen to see how I'm going to react. I start working on myself because the bad thing's coming and I don't want to react by rolling the dice. So proactively, I'm not teaching family how to be stupid. so they can act stupid. I'm teaching them how not to be stupid. If all you're doing is teaching your family how to be stupid, they're going to act stupid. Period. So that means, let's say the family's been real close for 10 years. If you ain't take them, and I'm talking about the 10 years is before the bad incident, whatever this bad incident is. If for 10 years I'm not focused on teaching my family how to love, are they going to know how to love when that happens? Are they going to know how to love?
No. They're not going to know how to love.
Okay. So it's not, what do I tell them when this happens? No. And that 10 years before this happened, what was I telling them? Nothing. Then why are we surprised they rolled the dice? We ain't telling them nothing. We're just waiting.
There are some orange people that know the truth. But now you've hurt my daughter. You've hurt my son.
Yeah.
You've hurt my...
Who hurt? Who hurt the son? Who hurt the daughter? Who did?
It was the enemy that used the purple people.
All right. So. All right. Again, it's if we could point our finger in the sky and say, I want to see Satan physically, right? I'm telling you this, if we could do that and you could see him physically, nobody would play his game, bro. It'd be like that girl that I brought up that's making two guys fight. Sometimes you could tell when a girl's doing that. It's like, oh, she's trying to make these two guys fight. You can see it. But it's so funny when it comes to this, nobody can see it all of a sudden. But yet we can see it when it comes to physical people. But now we see people wanting to fight and there ain't nobody making it happen. No, that's a lie. There is somebody making it happen. And just like we know how to use our street smarts, and like, let's say you got a son and you see this hussy come up around and she's trying to make your son fight this guy. You see it clear as day. But the son don't see it and he's like, mama, this dude talking that smack, da-da-da. And then within 20 seconds, a minute of talking to him, you're like, oh, man, I know this girl did not come up in here. All of a sudden, you can see that. But when it comes to the rest of the world, there ain't nobody doing it. It's everybody else's fault. No, it's not.
So how would you handle it?
So I'm telling you how I'd handle it. I'm telling you. Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm telling you how I'd handle it. You would handle it by because let me ask you this: in the next 10 years. Right now, there's 37 people. Okay, 47. So there's about 50 people total, okay, listening in. Well, other than Shadow Roach, there's about 100 people. So over 50 people listening to this, one of us, just one in this 50 in 10 years, one of us is about to go through a hard time. Period. There ain't nothing you can do about it. It's going to happen. To the 50 people in here, something's going to happen, bro. I don't care if it's a car accident. I don't care what it is. Statistics in this fallen world, in a small group of people, something bad happens. And it ain't because Satan makes something happen. It's because somebody, either one of us, is going to make a poor choice, or somebody in our circle is going to make a poor choice. And we're going to see it. Something bad is going to affect us. So what do we do? Let's say it happens in 10 years. So my question is this: what do we do right now? Because we know something's going to happen. Do we prepare for it or not prepare? That's the question.
Always prepare.
Okay, but what I'm saying is there's people that aren't preparing. They're not preparing. They're waiting for it to happen. And they're like, hey, man, what would you do in this situation? Too late now. It's too late now. It's too late. Yeah.
Just to add to that, it's like, for example, like I'm a Floridian, right? So in Florida, they'll tell you like, hey, a hurricane is coming. The hurricane is coming. They're telling you have 72 hours to prepare for the hurricane. You go get gas, you buy food, you get a generator, all these things. So the issue is when the hurricane already comes and the power is out and you have no food and you have no canned goods and you have no water, it's like, well, what do you tell these people? It's too late. There's nothing to tell them.
Too late.
You were told to prepare 72 hours in advance. You did not. There's nothing I can say to you at this point. Like you're I hate to say it, but you're SOL. That's the literal definition. You're out of luck. So I'm coming into this conversation later, but it's the same concept though. It's like if you're not preparing for this hard time, for example, misunderstood. You know who my son is. He's a 6'6" tall boy. Hey man, listen, this is what happens. I teach him to be respectful no matter what the situation is. So when that hard time comes and that situation happens, he knows how to react already. But if I never teach him how to handle himself, and the situation happens, and then he's punching the air like old boy on Boys in the Hood, and he's like, oh! He's doing that because he already didn't know how to harness his emotions. Nobody taught that young brother ahead of time before the hard time came. And at that point, all you could do is just be like, hey, bro, like, what can you tell them?
Yeah. So
There's
now
nothing you could tell them.
Yeah. So now
And that was my point to try. Right, was I understand that concept. But like I said, you taught your son, right, to walk away, don't engage. But like I stated, if the purple people keep coming after your son, and then your son is unalive, then what?
Okay, when you when you say then what do you mean by that? What do you mean then what?
Then what? Then that's just it. Then what? So Dre, how would you handle that?
Yeah, well, at that point, and Trot said this too as well. There's gonna be injustices in this world. It's just gonna happen. There's nothing we could do about it. It happens to everybody. I mean, it doesn't even matter the skin color. Injustices are gonna happen. So, for example, one of my best friends that I grew up with my whole life, he got unalived in Fort Lauderdale by, I'm assuming, the purple people. I think I'm tracking. And you know what did his granny do? His granny was a believer. His granny raised him right. His granny did the right thing. She protested. She did what she could. She filed the complaint. You know, it was unjust, but all she could do is keep moving on. Because we live in a fallen world. Ultimately, misunderstood, we live in a fallen world. And everything that we go through in this world is but for a moment in time. And that's why even Paul tells, I don't know what scripture you guys are reading, but Paul even says, up before our light affliction. Because at the end of the day, and this is one thing I always told young people, especially being a youth pastor in inner city, I tell people, how long do you want to live? And they'll say like, oh, I want to live 80 years or whatever. 80 years. I say, listen, bro, I'll give you 1,000 years to live. Right. I'll give you 1,000 years. How long is eternity? Forever has no number. OK, so what is 1,000 years to eternity? Nothing. It's like having a penny and you're a billionaire. So if you're a billionaire and you happen to be walking down the street and you drop a penny inside like a pile of mud, a billionaire 9 out of 10 is not going to stop to go dig out a penny out of a pile of mud because he has $1 billion in his bank account. Our life is like a penny compared to eternity. So yes, we're going to go through hard times. Yes, there's going to be people that have injustices and things happen to them throughout their life. Yes, my best friend lost his son, my nephew, Terrence, was supposed to be in the NFL right now playing with Lamar. They played together. They were both studs.
That's why you like Lamar. Unalived. That's it. That's the problem right there. I knew it. Bias.
It's a fact. That is a fact. And they're both Jacksons. They're cousins. It doesn't even matter. But listen, my point is his son got unalived at 16, a day before turning 16 years old. He was supposed to be in Florida State getting recruited that very moment, and he lost his life. And you know what my buddy told me? He's not even a believer like that. But you know what he told me? He's like, hey, listen, Dre. And this is my best friend, like my dog from day one. He said, listen, Dre, I lost little T. He said, but I don't regret nothing because I raised him the right way and I gave him everything that he needed to be a great man. God decided to take him ahead of time. All I can do is move on with my life. And to me, I was like, yo, this dude is crazy strong. That's a good response. And that's just him harnessing his emotions as a man without even scripture. This guy don't read no scripture. He doesn't even know, probably doesn't even know who Adam and Eve is, for God's sakes. You know, he used to come to church with me as a kid. I used to make him come to church with me to my youth group. So he has a foundation in that sense. But my point is, misunderstood, we're all going to go through a hard time. And some of us are going to get our ticket punched. One of us is going to get our ticket punched, like Trot is saying. Something unfair is going to happen to one of us. We're going to get our ticket punched. And all we could do is react in the godly way and say, hey, this is but temporary. The enemy's at fault.
Right. So with that being said, right, the question is, this and this happened. Now what? Well, what do you think I'm going to say? Now you got dice in your hands. What are you going to do? You want to play the game or not? I'm telling you.
Of course not.
Yeah, no. Well, no, but I'm not acting it. I'm not directly asking you. I'm saying when that time happens, again, approximately 50-something people. Somebody, if it ain't us, watch this. If one of us in here know 2 people, just 2, that's 100 people. But most of us know more than 2 people. Some of us know 5. Before you know it, us 50, indirectly, all of us know easily 1,000 people. You're telling me out of those 1,000 people in 10 years, not one thing is going to happen? Yes, it is. Something's going to happen. And now the question is going to be like, well, now what? Well, you got dice in your hand. You got the dice. You tell me now, you going to roll or you not going to roll? I got to roll. Understand you're choosing to roll. You don't have to roll. So, so in the meantime, we prepare ourselves ready for whatever is going to come. You prepare yourself now. And the truth is, people don't do that. They're not preparing themselves. They're waiting for something to happen and then wondering why they don't have the right tools to handle it. They don't have the right tools. They just got the dice. And dice are your emotions. Whew. That's the dice. Right?
Right. So the reason why I asked that particular question for a response from you and then Dre, when Dre came up, because it happened to my aunt. My cousin was unalive, was walking to the liquor store to get a soda.
Yeah.
And my mom handled it with so much grace, and everything that Dre said, my aunt stood 10 toes, and that was her son. And she handled it. Now, did his little friends wanted to act like taking revenge out on other orange people? They did. But it took my aunt weeks to control my cousin's friends not to retaliate. And it was hard.
Yeah, of course it's hard because you're tempted. But so now watch this. There are people, listen to this, they can't even relate to orange or purple people. You know what they can relate to? Watch this. Let's say they grew up in a wealthy house. Are there problems in a wealthy house?
Absolutely.
Okay, so there's problems in a wealthy house. And let's say the second-born kid got a more expensive car than the firstborn kid. Do you think the temptation is there for the firstborn kid to be mad, right? Right? It's there, the temptation to be mad. So now we'll say, well, that's not the same thing. Now you just lied to yourself. Here we go again. You had an opportunity to have empathy, but instead of having empathy, you have apathy and say, well, my situation's worse. We're talking about emotions. That's all we're talking about here. We're not talking about what situation we can argue about is worse. We're talking about emotions. So the person that got the cheaper car gets mad because the other one got a more expensive car. They're mad. And then the second born gets an extra freaking Nintendo or whatever the heck y'all have these days, a Wii or whatever. Have you not heard of this kind of firstborn unaliving their parents? Have y'all never heard of this?
Yes, Melinda. Yes, the brothers.
The Melendez brothers or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, well, yes. Okay, well, that's another one, but there's more. I'm saying there's more.
How about this? There's a really relatable case. It would be like the Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer was, unaliving and eating people. And some of these people, like I met one of the guys that his cousin was unalived by this guy out of the blue, just hanging out. And then next thing you know, makes him into chili.
So all right. So watch this. Was Jeffrey Dahmer, did he choose white or orange or purple people?
No, he liked them all.
He liked them all. It's proven. He liked them all. So this has nothing to do with purple or orange people, but he happened to be of a certain color. And all his victors, okay, if you want to, I'm going to use that word, all his victors were all the colors. So now you got several people missing because this guy's body's digesting them, okay? How do we complain?
His co-workers.
How do we complain about this? How do we complain about this? Help me out, misunderstood. How do we complain about this? Your family member was digested by this man. How do we complain about this? Can your family say that they're used to this and they understand, they know what to do?
Well, not the consumption of individuals.
Right. But I'm saying your family member was consumed by this man. Now tell me how your family is going to react to this.
You didn't want to know that answer.
No, I do. I want to know.
So it would have been. It's just them white people. They crazy.
But you know what's funny though?
Well, hold on. Let me say. Hold on, Dre. Hold on. Let me say this. Okay, but I'm saying let's say he's in jail. Who y'all gonna go get? Y'all gonna go get somebody?
No, but anybody in prison can be touched.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's say you tried and y'all can't touch him. Now what? Now what are you gonna do? Your family member's still unalived. Now what?
No, I mean, you're right. Family won't do anything, but once you hit them gates, they ask for the paperwork.
Yeah, I know how all that works. You're missing my point. Okay. You're missing my point. There ain't nothing y'all can do about it.
Oh no, absolutely, because justice technically has been served.
Okay, even if justice have been served, now what? You still got a family member that was barbecue sauce. Now what?
There's nothing that we can do.
There's nothing you can do. All right. So watch this. Is this something that's typical? Your family used to this? Y'all used to getting eaten? Huh?
Going down.
No, I'm going through there. Listen to what I'm saying. There's not going to be normal talk at the dinner table. But you know what y'all like to talk about? So and so was unalive, and I'll tell you, boy, everybody got something to say. But now somebody get eaten up, ain't nobody got nothing to say. What you gonna say at the dinner table about it? Y'all gonna talk crap about it?
Let me like, this casserole tastes good.
What y'all gonna say? What y'all gonna say? All of a sudden, there's a different problem. But what I'm saying is they're all the same problems. Is what I'm saying. They all came from the same place. They all come from the same place. But because this is not being talked about, it's not being talked about. It's not being taught. What's being taught is the same old crap. The same old crap that never worked. That's what's being taught.
No, but
hold on, misunderstood. But misunderstood. You know what's misunderstood? Hold on.
Alligators and our hair and skin being made into furniture.
But you're bringing it back to purple and orange people. You're still missing the point.
But no,
misunderstood.
I'm not your point. Yes.
This is the thing, though. Check this out. Within our communities, the Hispanic and Black communities, you know what we have a lot of, and we act like it doesn't even exist, and it's horrible? Sexual abuse within our own children.
Yes.
And Uncle Pookie done slept with your niece, and everybody stays shh. Exactly. But then all of a sudden, somebody else does something on the outside, and all of a sudden, it's a big issue. Everybody wants to pull out, and everybody wants to go to work. But when Uncle Pookie abused your niece, everybody just stays quiet and act like that didn't happen. So we pick and choose what battles we want because of purple and orange. Now all of a sudden it's a purple and orange thing. Exactly.
Selective outrage. Absolutely.
So it's we're so hypocrites within our own community sometimes. Because I seen it even happen within my own family. I'm like, y'all are a bunch of hypocrites, but you want to go out here and act a fool because an orange person did something?
Yeah,
but what about the purple person that just did it in your own family? You ain't say nothing. Now all of a sudden it's
yeah, but again, it's because of the blueprint that Satan created, and instead of someone recognizing that this came from Satan, I'm going to teach it to my whole family. And there has to come a point of time where you stop teaching this crap to your family and stop rolling the dice. Anytime you teach your kids skin color, I don't care how you say it. I don't care how. If you start pointing out skin color, you're rolling the dice with your own kid. You are putting your kid in the Jumanji game. Y'all ain't never going to be set free from it because you're trying to set yourself free from Satan's spiritual game. It'll never happen. You don't get set free from a spiritual game by rolling physical dice. It'll never happen. Never. You'll be complaining about this the rest of your life. And Satan got you, you're defeated. Instead of doing what Jesus said, I come to set you free. So you've been set free from Satan, from the spirit. But when he said, I come to set you free and more abundantly I came. That more abundantly is talking about having peace in this world. But you're not going to be able to have peace because the lie is Jumanji is real. Jumanji's not real. It's just because this crap keeps getting passed down. So, for instance, if I get burnt on my hand, I'm not saying that I never got burnt. I'm not saying that it's that the burn mark is not real. No, I got burnt. The burn mark is real. So the physical thing I'm not claiming is not here. I'm saying spiritually, you can still live in peace spiritually, which means you can tell your flesh to be in peace. But it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't. This stuff has to be meditated on for years. And before you know it, you'll realize, man, I ain't rolled the dice in a minute. I ain't rolled them dice in a minute. But the people in Jumanji are all around you. All colors, everywhere, playing Jumanji. And you can watch them. Man, I go into live sometimes. Man, as soon as I go in that live, I hear it. I'm like, oh, I'm out. But if you go into one of these lives where they're talking about this on the wrong way, well, what's your opinion? And what's your opinion? Well, you know what? I think they're in there. And you're in there rolling dice with them in the game. Nah, heck nah. How do you not play the game? Get the heck away from the people playing the game, man. That's what you have to do. You put yourself around people that aren't playing the game. That's what you do, period. I don't care if I got to move. I'm moving. You do not have to stay where you're living. No, you do not. That's a lie. That's a lie. You ain't got to stay there. I'm gone. I'm going somewhere where nobody plays this game. And if they do, I don't have to play it. I'm gone. I'm not going to play it.
Bro, I'm telling Jesus to blow on my dice before I throw them.
Oh, no, you better not. Better not. Hey, you're going to be like, hey, Lord, blow on this dice. You're going to roll them. You're going to be in heaven. He's like, that's the only way out of that game.
Hey, Saba, make sure you, Saba, hit me up after this, man. I'm trying to see what the list is for Friday, please.
Well, she was talking about it a while ago.
I wasn't here, bro. Okay. My brother-in-law's little brother got found overdosed in a hotel this morning, so I was going through something with them.
Yeah, buddy. He went and rolled them dice. He rolled them dice.
He rolled the dice. He rolled the dice, and he asked Jesus to blow on that dice. And
Jesus blew on them dice. Yep.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it happens, man.
It does.
It literally just happened.
All right, so this is what I'm going to say. All right, so obviously it's already won. We're going to hop off. You know, I mean, guys, the whole TikTok, you know, oh my God, TikTok's gone. No, it's not gone. TikTok's gone. Well, guess what? All that for nothing. Man, listen, let me tell you. Oh my God, let me tell you. I seen this one cat. This dude was crying. He's like, ah. I'm serious. I was going to send the video. If you saw it, you saw it. I don't want to talk about the video, but I was going to send this video to the group, to the chat. But I was like, you know what? If they see it, they see it. If they don't see it, this dude, I don't know the exact monies or whatever, probably $5 or $10 a month. I think this dude was making, and now they're talking about banning it, right? So this dude falls apart like a $2 suitcase, loses his mind, and he's like, he basically says, democracy in America's lost. This dude is freaking out because he heard that TikTok was going to be better. And guess what? It didn't happen. Now, could it in the future? Maybe. But this is what I will say. If you're lazy, you don't have a job, you don't work, you still live with your mom, you're 25, 30 years old. Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. I'm not mad at you, okay? But when you turn TikTok into your job and you try to make people believe you have a job, you lied. You don't have a job, dude. You never had a job. You just got a bunch of people to believe, for whatever reason, you were worth watching. Whatever that reason is, and you lied to yourself, your mom, and everybody that you got a job now. You don't have a job. If your job is held through an electrical company like this, you don't have no job. You don't have a job. At any time, these people can take your job away from you, and there's no union. Like, who's fighting for your right here? Who's going to go to bat?
There are creators on this app that make over 6 figures a year off of this app.
Okay.
They are called influencers. So it's just like someone being.
No, I'm not ignorant to that. What I'm saying is, if your house gets taken away from you because TikTok leaves, you don't have yourself together, is what I'm saying.
Because you lack very financial literacy.
You're exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying that just because you got a bunch of people, like you're lying about being a good influencer and you're really not, and all these people decide to give you money and you don't have a day job, or you're stupid and you quit your day job and someone pulls the plug on you, now what's going to happen? You're tempted to blame everybody else when you were the problem from the beginning. You're the problem, not TikTok. TikTok's not your problem. What I'm saying is if you're trusting TikTok to be your livelihood, you failed yourself. Go get yourself a job. Make this money on the side the best that you can, because if it leaves, you shouldn't care. It shouldn't affect you. But if it does affect you, you put your trust in the wrong thing. That's exactly.
Or at the very least, you should have just been saving your money up.
Just save it for
6 months worth of your bills in case something happens. You can, you would have 6 months, or even if you had 3 months, it's enough for you to go get a job and keep sustaining and saving.
Yes,
savings.
now
But
go buy you a
if you're
car.
living paycheck to paycheck off of being on live, that's a problem.
That's a problem, man.
A problem.
So anyway, so this guy, I'll say the last thing about it. So the guy, bro, he's like. And what I'm saying is, this dude, he looked to me to the point of committing unaliving, bro, over money. Listen, I'm talking about the mind. Everybody, you have control over your own mind, and you're either going to control your mind or you're not. Period. And so you allow TikTok to come in your life for 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years. I was in the service longer than that. And 3 to 5 years going to control my life? Bro, you got... I go ask these people, hey, what'd you do before TikTok? Nothing. Bro, that's the wrong answer. You didn't do nothing. How old are you? 35. You haven't done nothing? In 30 years before you got on this app, you haven't done nothing? I see why you want to unalive yourself. That ain't TikTok's fault. This is the first time that they... ever did anything, and it got taken away from them, bro. This is sad. This is sad. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. But you take someone that's always successful in anything they do, and then now they get on TikTok, you take TikTok away, they don't care. They're just going to go be successful in something else. But you have someone that ain't never been successful in nothing, and then all of a sudden they're successful on TikTok. I'm not sure what you're successful at, to be honest with you, but you get successful on TikTok, and then TikTok's like, all right, we're taking it away. They're like, whoever you are, Descaled is here, 8:30 to 10:30. Come over here and learn how to harness your emotions so you don't flip out and want to unalive yourself because TikTok's going away. It's crazy. That's crazy. And 3 or 4 months ago, had nothing to do with any TikTok ban. I don't care if they ban it or not. I don't care if they ban it or not. But there's other apps that Descaled's already went on to. We're just waiting for the rest of them to fall apart. And we're just going to pick up where we left off on there. So there's a couple other apps I was looking at. I think some of us, excuse me, I think some of us already started playing around with them. And so one of them.
I was live on Clapper Sunday. I was live on Clapper.
How's that work? You like that?
It's straight, bro. It's like TikTok. It ain't really much difference, bro. To be honest with you, me and Nina was on there. Nina, we made some coins. We traded coins and everything.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same nonsense. It's just I think it's just harder to find people on there. That might be the issue. I will say, like, the algorithm on TikTok, like if you just go through the For You page and start going through it, you'll find some lives of things that are similar. You don't really find too much on Clapper. It's not like that. But the platform itself is cool. Like, we could definitely be live on TikTok.
Yeah, okay, but can other people find you though?
Yeah. I mean, Nina found me. So
no. So like, let me say right now, if you go, listen, if you go on Clapper, can you go to a live section and just swipe through the lives?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay. Well, so it's pretty similar then.
Yeah, it is.
So it's open up to the world, just like this one.
It's American, so you can say whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Well, we might get used to that and end up getting banned on this other one, man.
Favorite is good too. But favorited is good too.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Matter of fact, misunderstood. I was going to ask you about favorited. So, yeah, we'll probably check that one out too. I mean, because I think
it lags, bro. Favorited lags too much. That's the thing about it.
It lags.
Yeah, bro.
This weekend because everybody from TikTok, everybody on the other side that I mod for, as you guys know, They were all on
Coptic Prince.
Yeah.
Going live.
Well, when you go over there, hey, when you go over there in mod form, tell them to stop rolling the dice. Tell them to stop rolling the dice. And stop playing Jumanji. So y'all quit playing Jumanji over here.
You guys, look. I love being over here in the morning because y'all get me stuck to hit these TikTok streets because it's stuff I'll be laughing at. And all I do is I just mod. It gets me through my day. If you were on all day, Tron, I would be in this live all day. But you're not.
Yeah.
And there's only so many Bible sermons I can watch on YouTube that I haven't already watched.
Yeah. No, I know. I just can't, man. I just got so like right now I should have got off at 1. It's already 1:20. Matter of fact, that being said, we're gonna get off. We gotta hop off here. Anybody got anything to say before we go? Gots to go. I
was just gonna say.
In the box.
All right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, if people are too worried about the platform going down because they're making like 10 grand off of being an NPC, like, people need to start learning skills that, not just any Joe can do.
Yeah.
You need to start learning skills
like on the side of the road.
Hey, it's hard to NPC. It's not easy. It's a difficult skill.
Hey, that's funny y'all brought that up. I didn't even know what that was called. But to this day, at least once a month, maybe every other month. So we'll probably say 3 or 4 times a year. Someone has brought this up, say, hey, bro, when are you going to do this? Hey, when are you going to do this? And, like I always said, I don't see the point of doing it. Maybe one day I might for 15 minutes, I might do it. But I don't know. I don't feel like doing it now. But I think it was funny that for some reason, at least 3 or 4 times a year, someone asked, hey, man, it'd be funny if you did that. And I just kind of laugh at it. But maybe one day I'll do it for 15 minutes. But
hey, Benny needs to do eating ASMR, bro. As much as he eats, like right now, he should have a microphone just connected. ASMR with me while at work, and he's just like,
he's like, no. Hulk needs to do that. He's like, Hulk need to get on that, man.
Hey, people get paid for showing their feet, bro. Feet pics get people paid, bro.
What do you mean feet pics? What are we talking about,
bro? There's a website where people upload their feet and people pay for these pictures, bro, to be a part of this thing, bro. It's a legit
You're saying,
thing.
hold on. You're saying feet like toes, feet?
Yeah. So the biggest clientele is in Texas. So these cowboys, they love looking at women when they pull out their feet from these cowboy boots, and they literally pay money to see these feet, bro, like literal feet.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like a sexual thing, bro? Like, what do you
like a fetish thing. It's like a fetish thing for them. So they be like, boy, I reckon these feet look good.
What?
Boy, this cowgirl feet, this barrel girl, her feet look amazing.
Bro, I never heard of that. That's crazy. Look at their feet look amazing.
You know what? I took a picture on Snapchat. I was at the salon getting a pedicure, and I videoed it, and I had 3 guys say, send me that video. I'll pay you $30. Oh, I sent it.
I ain't hating. Y'all do whatever. I'm just saying, stop rolling the dice, man. Stop rolling them dice.
Beautiful are the feet of those that bring the God.
Hey, you stupid, Benny.
God. It says the gospel of peace. The gospel of peace. Not the gospel of Greece. You hear me? No.
Hey, don't get me started on that, lady.
Man. All right. Anyway, all right, guys. Everybody say your last words, man. We hopping off. We'll see y'all in the morning.
You see Drake flexing on me with his beard?
Yeah, he flexing.
I'm gonna go shave today.
Yeah, he flexing. Dre got beard steroids. Hear me?
My daughter got on my comments and said, "What is that, Dad?" Like, she's like, "What is that? What's up with your beard?"
He said it's a little dirt. It's a little dirt. Just got to rub it off.
You need that derma roller. You need to start derma rolling your face, bro.
Out of all the videos I made, that's the one she commented on.
Hey, who made that comment?
His daughter.
Oh, he said out of all the videos, that's the one she got. She didn't comment on that one. Hey, you ought to told her, say, that's funny. So my videos do make it across your page. How come you ain't liking my video? I would have called her out.
For real.
I call her butt out.
Looking like, Benny out here looking like Kevin Gates, boy.
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams. He said Patch Adams. All right, I'm out, guys. We'll see y'all in the morning.
Peace.